Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How are we all doing? We are live. We've got the tiny end of the bit of cake, and we've got some Peroni Zero for this Sunday stream. My hair is floppy and a mess as always. Um, and we are live with Scunthorpe. It's a bit of an impromptu Sunday stream. I felt like I was off work. Just felt like having a little stream today. So we're live up till the England game later. Do you know what? This hair is flopping around and it is annoying me. So we're going to untie it. We're going to go hair down today. Why not? Why the devil not? We're going to go hair down. We're going to do it. Look at that. It's down. Oh. Carabao Cup winners is what we are after the wonderful win against Chelsea in the cup final. And we are ready to basically go and carry on. We've got Spurs in the league at home first up, where we are currently 7.8 points behind with a game in hand. So when we move us, we could go, basically we win this and we could potentially move within 2 points of Spurs in third, which would be very, very nice indeed. But we've also got the small task of Bayern Munich in the Champions League last 16. Either side of an Everton game. And then we've got West Ham in the Carabao Cup before City. Our March, if we go into it here. Our February's been quite nice to us other than that Chelsea defeat. Nice 4 wins in the league, including some big ones against Birmingham, Sheffield United and Ipswich, which we did quick sim last time out so we could get to the Chelsea game, which we won at Wembley. But now we've got the small task and we've got the big games coming up. Palek, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The January transfer window obviously has come and gone. This is sort of where we're settling. Max and Neves might be tasked with moving around, but we're going to keep it like this for the time being. Max is very much a CM attack rather than an AM attack, whereas Neves could go into that AM attack quite easily, and probably would look better than Max in there, but we'll keep it. Neves has been performing well in that CM attack role. Couple of important things. He's got himself 1 goal. He's got himself 3 goals in 7 starts since joining from us. Max has got his 1 goal in the Champions League. But he does just seem like a CM attack, doesn't he? But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Palek. Obviously we've signed Vaneri as a backup centre back in the January window. He's going to be possibly an important part of the squad throughout. And we've got Marco and Mariotti, who looks very, very good at 20 years of age. Squad player, could be quite crucial for us. We've got a nice squad. And it is ranked, I think, 3rd in the league on the season preview. Yeah, so we've got the 3rd best Premier League side. And we've got 3 players in the Dream 11, including Mbeda Magi, who, funnily enough, is the top ranked player in the Premier League. Yeah, so he is massive for us. But we start with Spurs at home. It's a big game. We know how good Spurs can be. But yeah, we've got Spurs, then Bayern. We will probably end up resting the squad for the Everton game, which is not necessarily the most ideal, but it's going to have to be the case considering the games in and around it. McGahey has won Player of the Month, which is incredible. Mariotti actually has come 2nd in Player of the Month. We haven't won thingy, but we are in... Truffett's won Goal of the Month. He's won Goal of the Month in a game we haven't even looked at. We'll have a look at the goals. Let's have a little look. We're going to go from the 3rd goal to the 1st goal, probably. So, next match. Here we go. This is Truffett's goal. It's played out to Rodriguez. It's worked nicely around. It's back to Truffett. He's not scoring from there, is he? Oh, how was that 1 Goal of the Month? I'm sorry, what? Okay. Okay. The less said about that one, the better. Right, let's finish this cake off quickly, because we are the late kickoff as well. March 2036 we're in. It's madness. They win their game in hand, they go second, so they should qualify, hopefully. We're untouchable in our job right now. And we're only a B. Madness. Anybody? Nope. So, as we go into this game, Man City have just lost to West Ham. That's good news. That means we stay above Man City even if we lose. No, it doesn't. Because they now have 1 point. Brighton play later against rock bottom Sheffield United, so they're going to win that. But we could move level 1 point. We could move into the top 4 with a win momentarily. It does recommend changing Max and Neves around. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Alright, I think I am going to do it. Max is going to be CM attack. Naturally there. Obviously, Alberto Martin is injured right now. He's out for 3 weeks. Does it not take me back to it? Cool. And then Vaneri will come in. Janssens will come onto the bench. We're gonna play full strength. We're gonna then rest ahead of the buying game, and then we're gonna go from there. Oh, Spurs at home. No easy task. We're both in strong form. 38 quid a ticket at Scunthorpe Park. I wonder when we get our new stadium if it's going to be I wonder when our new stadium's going to be built by. I'm fairly certain it's called the Scunthorpe Stadium or something like that. We want Champions League again. But so will Big Ange Postecoglou, and a win for Big Ange Postecoglou's side here will do them the world of good. But we've beaten Spurs before. We can beat them again. Botero on an early yellow card is not ideal. Paz with the free kick, it's in, cleared away. Zapata into Rose, that's a ball across. Neves is there to intercept. Ayads and CARABAO Cup final hero Mbeda Magi gets down the left-hand side. He's driving forward. He finds Max. Max into the penalty area, hits the post. Perfect chance to go in front, not taken. But we go again. Oh, come on. Botero, find the right ball. Oh, what a ball that is to player of the month winner McGahey. He's been fouled. Penref. It's not a pen. It's not a pen. Fairly certain it's just outside the box. But, you know, Penref. Give it to us. No. We're given a free kick instead. But they're left back on the yellow card. Always a nice early sign. It's a nice early sign. Encourage. Both left fullbacks are on yellow cards, actually. He's also looking rather tired. So... Neves on a 7.1 in that camera. This might be the best decision we've made, playing Max a little bit deeper. And Neves further forward. Might get the best out of both of them. Neves was trying to make a run there, but wasn't going to happen. But he's won it back high up the pitch. João Neves into the box. João Neves! Oh, it's deflected behind. I think the keeper's actually saved that. Unbelievably. But Max with the set piece. It's whipped in. It's a header! But there he scores! scenes you love to see. What a brilliant header that is. Flicked on at the near post. In off the beans on toast. And we have our early lead. And we're closing that gap to Spurs. McGahey. Goldborg. Advancing forward into Garrido. And Magi's made the run down the left. Can he find a cross? He's found the ball. Garrido's shot's blocked on the line. Oh, we're playing well. We're playing well. Let's praise them. We've created a 1.9 XG in the first half. 2.04 XG. We're playing very well. We can definitely... We're not going to go too full on praise. They're going to probably come back out fighting in the second half. So we've got to be careful. But this moves us 5 points behind Spurs. Well done, Billy. It's the Harry Kane lookalike. I don't know what you mean. Hydrate on some Peroni. Sounds like a great idea to me. Right, an hour's gone. And we haven't really had any real change in the game. So Reggie's going to come off for Salazar. Batera's going to come off for Trafford. We're not going to make too many changes straight away. Make the couple, get some change of impetus on both sides. Trafford, for the guys on the yellow. Ajax has now picked up a card as well. And Max is looking like he's a little bit tired. So we'll bring Sass on and we will bring Rodriguez on as well. Want to try and keep the players away from suspensions if we can. In terms of red card suspensions anyway. But we've had more of the ball. You're a bit old for a Teddy, aren't you? I don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean. Bingo right behind here. Absolutely not. We want him at bingo. So of course we are. Right. We have got a few minutes to go. We'll make one final change. We'll get Magi off for Bengochea. We'll run the clock down. Drop back to positive. Give Bengochea a nice little bit of a helpful team talk. There is a highlight coming. I don't like this highlight because I've literally just made tactical tweaks. I'm hoping it's more highlight started from the fact exactly that we made the substitutions, which it is. Late corner, second goal here. Out towards Salazar. Oh no, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. I mean, we're rushing back, but we haven't stopped it. It's wide of the mark anyway. We're fine. We're beating Spurs, chat. We've beaten Spurs. Nice work, everyone. Clean sheet. Win against Spurs. Love to see it. You love to see it. That is what the doctor ordered. But no, I'm not. We won it at bingo. He sits behind there. He's the club mascot. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. We're into the top four. For I think possibly the first time since like August. So we'll have to look at past positions. When was the last time we were in the top four? Yeah. The last time we was in the top four, no, it was September. August even. August. 9th of the 8th. No, September, yeah, 8th of the 9th. September, just the start of September when we lost to Newcastle was the last time we was in the top four. Because then the defeat to Birmingham City dropped us out. To play retro database, I mean, they can be a lot of fun. And people do have a lot of fun and enjoyment on the old databases. For me, I'm personally not a fan of them. But that doesn't mean that everybody else isn't. Brighton do move back up into the top four with their win over Sheffield United. Flavinho, I mean, he would be possibly quite a good, decent backup at 24, but that would be all he is. And like, Truffer is there, but he does maybe have a little bit more room to grow in him. But who knows? I played him with a twist. What's the twist? What's the twist? Is it only signing players that have been signed by the club or something like that? What is our criticism? Finances to line up, Millie. Yeah, okay. When the only notable criticism is that we're losing to second place in the league, Chelsea. You know we're playing well. When you know we're doing good. Right. Before we go into the new training weeks, sort the training calendars out. Because we've got a big game against Bayern Munich coming up. And then, yeah, we've got 2 big games against Bayern Munich coming up. And then like that to there. Match tactics like that. Man City, the thing is, Man City away after these games, like not really a rest in the proceedings until we sort of hit the end of March with Wolves, which is not the most ideal. But we will move, and then there's I'm guessing this is because that's the FA Cup quarters. That wouldn't be the FA Cup semis. That seems too early. That might be international break time, which is possible. Because yeah, but we'll leave it like this for now. Although we possibly will have this Wolves game be rearranged because of potential Champions League quarterfinals should we get there. So I'm not allowed to buy the best regens, just the players that the club had, and try to do better than the manager did that year. That is fair. That is very fair. Like I do like that kind of idea, but I do also like the immersion and the way players play it, where you basically are doing a rebuild of that to prevent stuff like to change what the future holds, basically. But yeah, Calvarese to Spurs, 132 million. He's not he's not for sale. They bought him for 113. It would take a lot more money for him to have to go that amount. We don't necessarily need Calvarese now. But I still wouldn't say no to Calvarese. I still wouldn't say no to him. But, you know, it's not like we necessarily need him. Yield is for 1 to 2 days. That's fine because he's back in time for the Bayern game. Still nobody there. A load of scout reports finished. He's still okay. He's still okay. He's there. These are all still no, not you, not Mr. Sandoval anymore. But yeah, there's a load of like good players. Gonna do a long-term save with Newcastle. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. See if you could make them successful before the Saudi takeover. That'd be quite fun. They're recommending a pretty much complete overhaul of the backline. Moving there and bringing Alex Scott in. No. The Assman is off his rocker. 94-90 season it starts. Yeah, wow, that would be a bit of a long-term save. There is one save that I would like to do, which I've considered at some point, is the Sir Alex Ferguson save. I was gonna start it 1FM and then didn't get around to it. So that it's not gonna be something I do on stream. But yeah, so that is for sure. Expectations against Bayern. A draw away to Bayern would not be the worst result in the world. Like I'm quite content having drawing against Bayern away. Mr. Lashavo, he works overtime. Yeah. Does that mean as well, though, that you have to sell the players that the manager sells as well? He's already on the shortlist. Okay. But here we are. Chelsea play Brentford at the same time that we play. There, and Sam is unregistered. That's right. We'll bring. Let's bring Lindholm onto the bench because he's got a little bit more fitness. We'll bring Kowalski on as well. Who's looking tired? Botera's not looking the fittest, so we'll bring Truffer on there. Max and Goldberg will start. Everybody, we'll start. No, we'll play this. Actually, we'll start the first team, and then because we're gonna rest for the Everton game. We'll bring players back in. You have to mimic the managers from that year. Okay. Both teams are in excellent form. Barca beat United, which is, again, not necessarily the best for coefficients. So who have we got? Spurs, Scunthorpe, Man City, Spurs, Man United are the four. Man City and Spurs also play today by the looks of it. So hopefully the old as the Champions League music comes in. But as the Champions League music plays, there's a highlight from kickoff. Hello, Displayer. Hope you're doing well. Botera into Max. Capdeville into Goldborg. Max. Oh, that's lost out. That's not ideal. Losing possession early on is not ideal. It'll get hard if I'm still in the Prem and I've got a Champions... Yeah, it will do. But I have faith you can do it. Varea. It'll be a fun one for certain. Vanna coming forward into Fresneda, who's drove forward, and that is an early Bayern Munich goal. Emotional damage. That's his first of the season as well. That is not the ideal start away at Bayern. We're going to drop to positive early on then. We're going to encourage. Vanna with the free kick. Metin Yildiz tips it behind the post. This is always going to be a tough game away at the Allianz. Or the Fußball Arena München as it is. Corners whipped in. Capdeville heads away. Ajax is going to get there, but we're not going to see the remainder of that highlight. Bayern are having more of the ball. That's a long throw coming in from Fernandez here. Right, can we win the header, please? Right, Garrido has, but Vanna is there. He's just waltzed through, and that is 2-0 Bayern early on. Right. Okay. Right, I'm going to move Max forward, drop Neves and Goldborg down to here. You're going to become a Segundo on support. We're going to move to that. Because we're getting... We're getting shown how it feels to be in Europe right now. Gonna berate. We've not started at all here. And Beda Magi's taken a knock. That's not good news. Fresneda, so their right back has taken a knock as well. Wants to stay on, but yeah, people are looking into disciplined. Right. Bengo on. From Beda Magi. Not the most ideal switches that we're going to have to make, but the injury's affecting him. We can't really afford to have him come off fully injured. As Garrido's making a run in behind, though. Cristobal Garrido! Oh, he's hit the bar! That was a chance for us to get back into this. But 2-0, this is not great. The XG as well is so tight. It's Metin that's not necessarily covered himself in a load of glory. Right. What was that? Get your acts together and start playing some football. McGahey's now picked up a knock as well. Right. Salazar injured but wants to play on. We're not carrying injuries. Salazar, on you come. The last change window we'll have to make all 3 subs. But looking at some match ratings, like Botera's on a 6.2 right now. Could have possibly bought Botera off at the same time. But Devon Field into Fernandez. Right, Bengo's won the tackle, but it falls straight back to Akamak. But Neves is there to win it back. Metin, Capdeville. He's looked for the switch to Salazar, who takes a nice touch inside and is driving at the Bayern Munich defence. And Salazar hits it straight to the keeper. 2-1 is probably where I would look to say, okay, we're all right. Right, Sass on, Botera's on a yellow card and on a 6.1 off he comes. We've got one more change to make. We're going to bring Salisbury on for Garrido, who's also on a 6.3. Not a lot of players covering themselves in glory right now. But they're going to be the changes we make. Demand a little bit more. Defense are not happy. They're frustrated. A lot of team players are frustrated by the feedback. We're starting to get into this a little bit more now. We're going to encourage. We're going to go back to the attacking mindset. We're also going to push on a little bit further. Increase the tempo and early crosses. Something just to get us back into this game. Capdeville out to Truffert. He's got to probably come back inside. Now come across. Vaneri into Ayats. That's a poor pass towards Max. That's not ideal. Can we win it high up the pitch? Gehi for Bayern Munich. Speaking of Gehi, it's rumoured he's going to be starting for England today. That's a long ball up towards Tel, but it's headed down. We've run possession back. Salisbury out to Azir Bengachea, who's driving forward from left wing. Can he find a cross? He's found the cross in. It's headed away. Salazar picks up the ball. Sass, Bengo. Bengachea has pulled one back. Is he onside? No, he's not.
Lino! Lino! You've got to fucking see that!
Well, hope it goes well for you. He's just offside. That's better though. We are going to go very attacking. We're going to push for it. We're going to push for one. One makes life a little bit easier for us going into the second leg next week. Conceding a third makes it even more difficult for us. They've just hit the post. Got away with one there. Can we get one more attacking highlight? No, we can't. Well, that's not ideal. Vanna would... We weren't good enough. 2-0 defeat to Bayern. Afternoon, Mr. Bay. How are we diddling? We've just lost to Bayern Munich, which is not great. 2-0 is not... It's not the worst result in the world, but Man City and Spurs have won. It's not the worst result in the world. Chelsea win, so they've closed the gap to 6 points on United. Right, what we are going to do is we are going to rest the entire squad. We're not going to... not 3 days, Sean. Two. Players are going to be rested for the Everton game. McGahee's out for 3 to 5 days. He's out for 1 to 2. That's fine. They're dealable injuries that might have helped us in the game. But they're injuries we can deal with and build upon again. Couldn't notice in you. We got a... Yeah, Salazar's developing nicely. I hope, I need his first touch to go up to, like, a lot more. I mean, if we made 80 million for him, I wouldn't be too disappointed. Pedro Rodriguez is developing nicely as well. So that's good news. 19 stamina on him is incredible, by the way. Like, if he develops fully, he could be a player that replaces Ayats. Nothing in there. Everton are in 12th. We'll play it, but we're gonna rotate the squad for it. Mizuchi, obviously we sold to Everton. We've also sold Cosmas to Everton as well. So, like, but we're hoping that maybe, just maybe we can. That I think as well, rotating and resting will allow us to build. We're gonna wait.
Release the Kraken!
Maltese Goat, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, because we've got Bayern and then we've got West Ham. So this is the game that we're going to probably rest and rotate, with the idea that most of the players will come back in for the Bayern game. Bay, you're first. Congratulations. Spurs have won, which is not ideal. McGahey in 2 days. Alberto Martin 4-9. Have you dropped in physicals? Yes. All right. Let's get you, instead of on strength training, get you on general rehab. No, we want to rotate this team. Right, Rodriguez is going to come in. Truffert is going to come in. It's going to be Janssens and Kowalski. No, yes it is, because Vaneri, where Martin is still injured, Vaneri will play in midweek. It's going to be Scott, Sass, Sanazar, Mariotti, Bengo, Sales, Neri, Hausner will come on as the right wing. No, Anselm will come on as the right wing backup. And we are good to go. Everton away, it's not going to be an easy one, especially with a fully rotated squad, but need that sort of increase in performance, increase in fitness. We are in 3rd place in the form table in the league. We have a really good run of form in the league. It's just a shame that Bayern kind of game has maybe pegged us back a little bit, but with this team, we should be good enough to beat mid-table Premier League sides. And Salazar's put us 1-0 up early on, so scenes you love to see. Bayern got an early goal against us and then kind of controlled the game. We got an early goal against Spurs and controlled the game. Now we have an early goal against Everton. Their goalkeeper is also injured, so getting some shots away will be quite good for us. Right, can we nip in and win that back? No, Rodriguez for Everton. Into Vermeeren and now Fernley on the right-hand side. Patterson, Cipriotti. Cipriotti is a player that obviously we have been keeping an eye on for a while, but he's not the tallest. Oh, that's lovely football. That's a great goal. You can't complain much about that.
Emotional damage.
Pascal, is that their manager? Yeah. So what from Argia, because he's currently at well, he's a current player, Potenza, in this. Then went to Palermo as a loan manager before becoming their actual coach in 2029. Then Celta, then Napoli, and now Everton. So my boy for Spal a few years back. Sass in, and that is headed over the bar. Somehow that's headed over the bar. Brighton aren't playing today, so any win could move us back level on points with them. Sass into Kowalski. Now Rodriguez coming forward from right back. Gets down the outside and finds Marco Mariotti. I think that's his first goal for the club. Might be his second goal for the club. But it's a lovely finish nonetheless. Just what the doctor ordered. Rodriguez into Mariotti. Beats Jose Pedro. And in 9 minutes, there's been 3 goals. This sort of start reminds me of the 6-3 that Chelsea and Everton had in, what was it, one of the Mourinho second time over title win, where they were 3 goals in less than 5 minutes. That was a crazy game of football. Truffert. Sassas flicked it onto Bengo. Back to Truffert. Into Bengochea. Down the outside. Finds a cross. Sales Neri heads over the bar. We're playing well, though. We might... He's taken a knock. This is not the time for injuries, man. He's hampered by injury. Right, Cristobal, on you come. Didn't want to have to do that, but don't want our main striker being injured. We don't want anybody getting injured. So we will make the changes. I mean, Everton now have a free kick. It's Biasoli on the free kick for them. Right, come on, Metin. You've started a bit far over on your goal. I feel like this is a goal. No, it's over the bar, thankfully. Thankfully. But it's 2-1 to us at the half-time break. Again, you can improve. But yeah, we are not 2 goals in front, so the big praise doesn't come at halftime. We need to take a little bit more control of this game. But Janssens has won it back. Scott, now Rodriguez. Mariotti has picked up a decent position. Can he find the cross? And Garrido has a tap in. Of course Mariotti could find the cross. Cristobal Garrido just after the break. Everton 1, Scunthorpe 3. Get us back into that top 4. Because this win keeps us in the top 4 and means that if City win their game in hand, we don't drop down to 5th. Mariotti has now picked up an injury when he's on a 9.7. To be fair, he's on a 9.7. He's having an absolute stormer. We'll also bring Max on as well for SAS. Make a couple of decent changes in the midfield engine room. Unideal that Mariotti's gone off injured, but it's why we've got the squad that we have. So these players that come off, when we rotate the squad, the first players are on the bench and they are top notch. And then the second players, I mean, they've put the performance in here to put us 3-1 up. But I mean, Rodriguez is coming forward here. Cross is in, shot is blocked. Bengo can clear and we get the ball away. We've created nearly a 3xG in this game. We are absolutely dominating Everton. Truffer, down the line to Bengo. Can he find a cross? You can drill one in low, but it's cleared away. And now Everton come forward on the counter. Here is Rodriguez. Can we put a tackle in, lads? We can't. Ruiz de Galarreta is in. Donnelly, that is lovely word. And Mazzucci. And what's the reason why we sold him? Agent David Mazzucci. Agent Mazzucci. Garrido. The 6'6" man is taking the free kick. It's what? Lovely. Is it onside? I can't see because this is in its way. So we're going to wait a second. It's disallowed, Lionel.
Lino! You've got to fucking see that!
My dugout for some reason was in the way. He did look offside. Yeah, he is. It's not. It's a close one, but it's no cigar. It's no cigar. Could have been a nice 4-1, but instead we're still in that sort of iffy 2-goal lead position. But Bengo into Janssens. Now Max. Janssens, Scott. Max is making a lovely run forward. Neves. So is Salazar. Oh, he missed it. I can't believe it. Hi, Sass. I need to have a look at the updates then. I don't actually know. I didn't realize. I forgot there's probably an update to the skin. I will definitely be on that now. Thank you very much. Well, why don't we then? Why don't we? We'll get the skin command in the chat. So if anybody else wants the skin, they can use it here. As Hasselbank has made it 3-2, and now we pause and we run the clock down to try and avoid bottling a 2-goal lead. We also make some substitutions to freshen up the team. Most likely, I mean, Rodriguez is on a 7.8. That's not there. We'll bring Truffer off for Batera. And we'll bring Salazar off and Sam. Oh, there's a raid. Oh, it's Salty with the raid. Salty, thank you very much. How is Wonder Kid FC? Shout out to Salty if you're not following Salty. I came on a raid and all I got was some good content. Unnamed SG, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Welcome, Raiders. I am Sean, or Shaughnessy, or anything you want to call me as long as it's not late for dinner. We're managing Scunthorpe. We have won the CARABAO Cup on the last stream. We are into the knockout stage of the Champions League, although we just lost 2-0 away to Bayern. And this is our Everton game. 9 added minutes. Are you kidding me? Focus, lads. Focus! They did not like me telling them to focus. We're going to bottle it, aren't we? We're going to bottle it, aren't we? The shout's gone wrong. They're going to hate me. Afternoon, Root. Hope you're doing well. And Selm. Right, just to the corner. The corner looks very appreciative. Late on. Oh, Cristobal Garrido. It doesn't matter. The useless nerds that they are. They're not as useless as their cross-city rivals in this save, SG. They're not as useless as their cross-city rivals. This is season 13 of the save. Klopp left Liverpool in 2028. 2035, they were relegated to the Championship. I mean, we absolutely battered Everton. They made more of a game than it is. Metin Yildiz, he's starting to... Is he still got his inconsistencies? Yeah. We might have to look to upgrade our goalkeeper in the summer. There is a goalkeeper at Benfica that I'm very much looking at. Yes, Liverpool relegated. If you join my Discord, plug, there is a Liverpool rebuild save file in there. It starts, they made the FA Cup final this season, they got relegated. They just got relegated. So you have the option, you can try and lose the FA Cup final to just focus on the Championship, or you can also then try and beat Spurs in the FA Cup final for a Conference League, for a Europa League spot. In this save, Liverpool lost the FA Cup final. But I know Gav's been doing the Liverpool rebuild save off stream. And he's... broken ribs is not ideal. Go to the specialist, Marco. But yeah, he won his FA Cup final with Liverpool. So yeah. I mean, the salty raid emote is incredible, by the way. But yeah, so... This is season 13. This is the way it looks. The CARABAO Cup win is just our second major trophy of the save after we won the Europa Conference League. If we look at Scunthorpe's trophy cabinet, all of these trophies in here, other than the Football League 3rd Division North, and one of the League 1 titles was won by us. Well, has been won whilst we've been in charge of Scunthorpe. So we won every league going up, 2 FA trophies in the first 2 seasons. It was looking good. I tell a lie. The Papa John's trophy wasn't won by us. It was won by our under-21s. I think the first under-21s winner? No. Okay, Chelsea under-21s won it twice. That's a shame. Speaking of Scunthorpe, they actually, their first team in 2008-9 finished runner-up in it. But yeah, and then we won it in 2033-34 of our under-21s. So that is where we are. We've scunned up the Premier League, we have indeed. We are sitting in 4th currently. We've got a 2-goal deficit to overturn in midweek. We're into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, which will be played after we play Bayern in the second leg. So that is where we are at. Boca Juniors, De Cali. We do have team reports on about 500 teams across South America coming in all the time, looking for the next big potential players. Why isn't Man City relegated yet? Man City, because I mean, Pep also left in 2028. So Pep left here where they won the league. So they haven't won the league since Pep left. Oh, cheap viewers. Yeah, no, thank you. So City have actually made a W with their form, which is kind of incredible. City are now on 14 Premier Leagues, but haven't won. They basically won every Premier League title whilst Pep was still here, and then as soon as he's left, they've kind of shit the bed a little bit. The top 2 teams in England in recent years have been Spurs and Man United. They collapse super hard. Yes, they tend to. Yeah. Which I think will be the same in real life as well. So they couldn't even defend the trophy the following season. That is actually mad. I would have thought they'd have, if given they won it. I would have thought, given the fact they won it, they would have been allowed in. Ilham Meslier is second on clean sheets. Yes, he is. Yeah, at West Ham. Well, he's joint top on clean sheets. This is how the clean sheet table looks. But yeah. The funny thing is that Turkey have 2 of the top goalkeepers in the Premier League right now. But yeah, Man United and Spurs. Spurs have won every trophy possible and available to them, other than the Champions League. So basically, my aim is now to try and see if I can win the Champions League before Spurs do. Just because funny in it. Right, we've got 3 days until the Bayern game. Let's tell everybody, right, go home. Do not do anything for the next 2 days. Recover, relax, put your feet up. It was only, yeah, so they couldn't qualify, yeah. That's fair. Man United lost to Birmingham. Absolutely fucking brilliant. But Chelsea also lost, so it didn't actually fucking matter. Of course it didn't, because Chelsea lose at home to Arsenal the same week. 2 godly saves. I watched him live last year during the Yeah. I mean, Melier is a good keeper. He just is not like... There's moments where you look at him and go, what you doing, my guy? Brighton play on Monday. There's 2 Monday night... Oh, no, it's a Sunday. What am I thinking about? It's a Sunday. Of course there's going to be 2 Premier League games. Hi, Zene. I hope I pronounced that correct. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I do hope I've pronounced that correctly. If not, please do tell me. Melier, well, we'll have a look. Because we're what... It's what, 2024? We're basically close to 12 years ahead of where we should be. And Melier, West Ham, is currently 36. So he's what, 24? He actually looks like a very good goalkeeper. 21 on ones. 21 on ones. I'm actually going to scout him. I'm not going to buy him because he's 36. I mean, his contract expires in the summer, so yeah, some yummy attributes. For sure. Brighton have lost. Let's go. We can open up a gap to the top 4 if we win our game in hand. But we're not worried about that. We've got a couple of weeks before we play Premier League games again. It's a pretty accurate guess what. Yeah, for what he will end up at. For right now, it's probably not. We are massively the favourites to win this. But yeah, whether we will come back and win this is going to be difficult given the fact of how well Bayern play. It's probably because his where he's 36, his physicals are dropping. Like, I reckon if you saw him at, like, 32 in his pomp, that might have been a bit different. Like... I mean, all these wonder kids. All these wonder kids. All of them. I mean... And then there's the world-class players as well that we've got in our scout. And what's this skin? This skin is the SAS skin. The creator of the skin is in the chat right now, Mr. Sasmaz. It's a wonderful skin. He also has a wonderful face in the game as well. Right here, you can sign him yourself in your saves. But yeah, the link to that, if you go on Second Yellow Card on his channel, his YouTube channel has a wonderful video explaining everything about the skin as well. It's definitely well worth a watch if you're... I should probably link it with this, if I'm being honest. Bogota. The capital of Gran Colombia in Civ, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a 4-star potential player. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right. Fitness test. Time to delete Bayern Munich's Champions League dreams. We hope so. Alberto Martin, when are you back? 5 days. So Veneri will start. Mariotti is out injured, which means Hausner will come as the backup for you. Lunton will come on the backup for Anselm, who can't be registered because thingy. Right, we'll bring Arenas onto the bench. And then we'll keep Sales. When are you back? Salesneri, you're back tomorrow. So we'll keep you just in case we need you. Right. Do we drop these back? No, we're going to go like this for now. Because we are at home. So we should be... We started like this away from home and got punished. But I think at home we should be okay to play with a bit more impetus. And considering we also need to win... We need to go aggressive. It's Champions League time. bit on the weak side for goalkeepers at the moment. What do you mean? Musiala is still at Bayern, yes. Scunthorpe Park hosts Scunthorpe's first Champions League knockout game where we need a performance. And we've... Oh, that's not a good start. First highlight and we've given the ball away instantly. That is never a good sign. Mateus Tell is in as well. And he should score. Good potential though. Yeah, Metin Yildiz, our goalkeeper, has got very good potential. But... it's probably one of the places we need to look to improve in the summer. There's a goalkeeper at Benfica that I'm very much looking at picking up in the summer. Reggie McGahey, can you find a pass? Or is he going to go on his own? He's going to go on his own and it's saved by Calais. How is their goalkeeper looking like? He's not too horrible. We'll give him a scout. Where is he in real life? Because he's a real player. He's at Sporting. Okay. Encourage. We need an early goal, but we have started on the front foot. João Neves cuts inside into Max. João Neves in Magi cuts inside, goes down the outside, and Cristobal Garrido. Oh yeah, no, that would. GP looking very different to IRL. Okay. Bocky Rocks, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Looking very different to IRL. Who? GP. I'm trying to think who GP is. But I'm going to end this 9-2 down. Can I ask you how my game looks like that? My game looks like this because of a skin. Oh, Scunthorpe Park, yeah. Scunthorpe Park looks very different because of the fact that we've had multiple upgrades to make it Premier League and Champions League ready. There is the skin for you, my guy. That is how it is. Mr. Second Yellow Card, if you watch him, has a wonderful video on his YouTube channel. And he uses the same skin. He might have a more updated version than I do, because I've been told I don't have the most up-to-date version on at the moment. Oh, corner. Max on it. Come on. He's laid it to the edge of the box. Goldborg's let it run. Batera is there, though. Goldborg. Ayats. Vaneri. Down to Max. João Neves! He's offside.
Lino! Lino! You gotta fucking see that!
You gotta fucking see that, Lino. Is it in the Steam Workshop? This skin is not in the Steam Workshop, I don't believe. I could be wrong, but I don't believe so. Encourage. We are just one behind. The skin is free, yes. It's free to download. You just have to download it through the media file link that's in the chat. We are not too far off. We are Reggie McGahey's on a 6.4. He and Goldborg's on a 6.5. Two early candidates for subs. Thank you. Been looking for it everywhere. Yeah, there's a link to the skin in the chat. Right. Yeah, McGahey's on a 6.3. Let's bring Salazar on. Goldborg is also not having the best of games. Alex Scott and Batera is on a yellow card, so we'll bring Truffert on as well. And we will go for that. How do I know which one to download? In the... Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. In the skinned link, all the stuff at the bottom, so all the 4 FMF files are at the bottom. So the one at the very bottom is the one for PCs and computers, and the one above it is for laptops. Then you just download the FMF file. You go into your, if I go into here, you'll go into your documents, your Sports Interactive FM24 skins folder, and then you'll put it there. I think I'm on the January V2 skin, where I'm not on the March one. So yeah, that's how you get it. Encourage. Right, we've made a couple of changes, and now Bayern seem to have a little bit more of control in this game. Musiala, oh no, Salazar's pipped his toes, and he's driving forward the right winger. He's whipped in across. It's over. Oh, I thought it was over the keeper. I thought Magi had a tap in. Right, can we force a mistake here? Can we force a mistake? He's gone to Gehi. Calais. Gehi once more. Out to Youngan. They're playing it around, but they've given possession away. Alex Scott picks it up. Vaneri. Ayats. Truffert. It's a lovely ball to Max. Oh, what a goal! Oh!
Oh my, what a hit! Oh my, what a moment! Just magnificent! And potentially life-changing! A wild celebration for a goal from his wildest dreams!
What a finish that is from Max. The man we signed from Porto in January has levelled it up against Bayern with 25 to go. And there only looks like that. I mean, it's a very even game. Encourage. Come on, lads. Something. Right. There are some players that are looking very, very, very tired that are having good games. Right. Pedro Rodriguez will come on for Ajax. Max sent that faster than Max Verstappen drives. Yeah. I mean, this is... You can't fully see that because of where it is. This is Max. This is who we signed in January. From Porto. He's 20. He's 20. So yeah, model citizen and unflappable as well. Like, genuinely, yeah, model citizen and unflappable media handling. Love it. And with our final change, we are gonna bring. Do we bring Bengo on? Max is almost the GOAT. He almost is, yeah. We're gonna bring Bengo as his name on for João Neves. Yeah. I think they kind of come hand in hand, don't they? Right, come on. One more encourage. Are we heading to extra time? Or can we find something late in the day, late in the piece, to send us through to the last 8 of the Champions League? Unideally, given our FA Cup exploits at the weekend, we have gone to extra time. Keep working hard in extra time. You have the ability to make a difference. We go again. Extra time is up. Oh, Capdeville, don't lose it there, son. Well hassled to keep possession. Vaneri into Rodriguez. Max switches it to Salazar. Bengochea. Salazar, you've got the pace, son. Drive at them. Scott into Truffert. He's got some space. He's curled one. It's over the bar. From the start of the game, Davies, Musiala, Tell. Yeah, there's still a lot of players here from Bayern. But they've been very successful in Germany. Not like this. Vanner on the free kick. He goes from distance. Metin Yildiz has kept it out. That is absolutely fine by me. Encourage. Right, we are going to make one final change. And it's going to probably be... it's either going to be Mbeda Magi or Max. Given that we don't really have a proper cam, and Mbeda Magi is a decent-ish penalty taker, whereas Max is probably not as much. Yeah, we are going to bring Sass on, and Max is also on a yellow card, so energy in the midfield will help as well. Half-time and extra time as we head to... as penalties is looming in the last 16 of the Champions League. We are hoping for something key. Can my PC allow me to just, click the encourage? There we go. It looks as if they're trying to retain possession. We're trying to push. We've created the more chances than they have. It's only really been us in this extra time period. But it's going to go to Pence. It is Pence. Right, Joseph will go first. Sass will go second. You can tell we don't really have penalty takers, can't you? They're going to sub on Kane and Neuer soon. Right, we're going to put Garrido third, Salazar fourth. And then we are going to give it... then we are going to give it to Bengo, I think. Oh, no, we're going to give it to Alex Scott. Then Bengo. Then Truffert, Vaneri. Rodriguez, Capdeville, Yildiz in that order. We're in front of our own fans here. I have faith in every single one of you. Thankfully, the pen stat is not the most important. It's not, but it does help. But we are first in the shootout. Joseph and Magi, the big money signing from Chelsea, the hero of the Carabao Cup final, slots his penalty away. Metin Yildiz, we are going to need you to come up with the goods. Musiala sends Metin the wrong way, and it is 1-1 after the first round of pens. Sass up next. Sass. Oh, he's Panenka'd it. Sass, that is filthy from you, my sir. That is filthy. Mateus Tell. And he's missed it! Garrido with the pen has then missed it as well.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Well, that's not ideal. Suck an egg, Tell, retire already. Alphonso Davies has kept it down the middle. Metin Yildiz dives out the way. 2-2 after 3. Salazar, the Peruvian. Up against Calais. That's a wonderful penalty. Vanna, who got the man of the match in the first leg. Up against Yildiz. And he's no keeper in the world saving that one. That's a superb pen. It's Alex Scott for our 5th pen. And he's missed it.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Well, Metin, we're going to need you to come up with the goods here, my guy. It's Al Shorani for Bayern Munich to send them through, and he has them.
Emotional damage.
Our Champions League dream ends at the last 16. Penalties has ended our Champions League dream. But, I mean, that does mean Max would have scored that, possibly. But, unfortunately, it is not to be. We receive 8 million for reaching there. Capdeville was tired. Joseph on form. There's no shame in this defeat. We worked hard in the second leg. No, it's Peroni 0. Because I don't drink alcohol anymore. But I do like a beer every now and then. So gives me the best of both worlds. Yeah. So it works. It does the job. I like beer, but I don't like getting drunk. So what sounds like the perfect remedy to me. But yeah, right. How is the Champions League looking? Right, so Barcelona and Man United play tomorrow. Did Spurs make it through? No, fucking Spurs have been knocked out of the Champions League as well. But City have made it through against Milan. So, from having 6 teams in the Champions League this season, England could go to 1 by the last 8. Just be born with a naturally high tolerance and low interest. It's not. It's just genetics. Yeah. No, like I didn't have the work. Like I had a pretty decent alcohol tolerance, but just didn't want to carry on drinking alcohol. Basically, didn't see the necessary benefits of the Man United have knocked out Barcelona at least. So we do have 2 English sides in the Champions League. Just like I didn't see the point. I was just like I don't like I understand, but even in social occasions, I look like Deb. I just only tune to yeah, like I could yeah. but like it was never sort of like that much of a bit. Like once I said to like people, yeah, I'm just stopping drinking, everybody was like, yeah, fair. Like it wasn't like, it's not like there's a massive stigma in England, especially around like people drinking. Like, and I don't like if you don't drink when you're out, it's like, oh my god, what are you doing? It's like people can quite comfortably go their whole lives without drinking and enjoy their life. Like drinking is not the be all and end all shit. But I like the taste of beer, so it works. But yeah, well we can get rid of we can change the stream title from UCL knockouts to FA Cup quarters. Because we're not in the Champions League anymore. Which is unfortunate, but Beda Manchi is he already on? Yeah, he's already got 10 Player of the Match awards this season. Which was what the amount that Danny Elliott got in season 2 of the Save when we won the National League by a ridiculous amount. I mean, this is Danny Elliott that scored what, like 90 odd goals in like if we go, did we not keep his history after retirement? That's a shame. But yeah, Danny Elliott scored, I think it says 79 league goals because he scored a few here and there, but he scored like 92 goals in all comps in the first 2 seasons of the Save. He was an absolute machine for us. Was the successful part of his career. It's a shame he didn't become a coach. I'd have handed him my coaching staff. But yeah, right. FA Cup quarterfinals. There is a guaranteed championship side in the semi-final this season. So that's always fun. Premier League games. Do Brighton play? Man City play their game in hand, but Brighton do not. So Man City would go a point behind us if they win away at Leicester. Arsenal played more than us. Like it's very weird, this Premier League table right now, of all the fixture rearrangements and stuff like that. It's Nottingham Forest and Coventry. That's the first quarter final. Jensen's has picked up an injury. Tottenham. I mean, it wouldn't in real life. In this save, it means that it's one of the big the big teams in the country. Nottingham Forest have gone through. Man United obviously have as well because they battered Everton. How are Liverpool doing? Liverpool in the Championship. They were top last time I checked. They are top on goal difference. Is Solskjaer at top? No. Yeah, Ange Postecoglou is still the Spurs manager. The Spurs team is unbelievable though. But yeah, that's the Champo. This Spurs team, still managed by Ange. We know quite a lot. Rip Pompey. What's happening to... Oh, Rip Pompey, indeed. They're in administration bay. They've had 12 points deducted for being in administration, but they'd still be rock bottom anyway. They'd still be bottom by 13 points, but they might still be able to be up. Portsmouth, who are managed by Matt Taylor. Is that the Matt Taylor? I think it is. No, it's a different Matt Taylor. But yeah, they are relegated. Not again. Yeah. Curse save. Throw it in the bin. The save wasn't cursed when Spurs won trophies. It was cursed when Fulham ended up in administration. Portsmouth ended up in administration. Why did I say Fulham? But yeah, this is Portsmouth's save. So what? 23-24. They came 6th and won promotion. They've then been in the Championship the entire save. They've just really poorly managed their finances. But yeah, but yes, we're going back to Spurs. The again is important. Yes, it is important. Going back to Spurs, their team looks very, very good. We have quite a lot of players that we we've got on our short list. You never do. Can the fans bail them out a second time? Well, we had our fans bail us out at the start of the save. But yeah, like, this is Spurs' right back. He's on 450 grand a week. He's incredible. Then this is their other left fullback. Well, this is the guy they play left back. Also incredible. They've got this guy who's listed and surplus to requirements. Like Kajiro is surplus to requirements at Tottenham. It looks like that is a DLF. Like, which is mental. Like, Anel Markovic was a guy we was looking at for central midfielders at one time. He's, like, on 200 grand a week. Spurs' wage bill is ridiculous. But yeah. They also do have Benjamin Sesko. Yes, I've seen this. If you want to also talk about something that's cursed, yeah. And he joined this summer for 4.7 million. Yeah, I don't like it just as much as you don't. But yeah, Suzuki is not a DLF. No, not with these stats. He's more a cam, to be quite honest to me. He's not really an AF, not with the physicals. I feel like he's more a playmaker, or like an AM attack. Someone that comes in from deep. Yo, Chuck, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Telechea is another Basque guy. I'd love to sign this guy. He looks... he's just unbelievable. Just in every sense of the word. Complete forward, yeah. This guy is just unbelievable. Mikey Moore, who's from their academy, has developed into a nice machine like Spurs. And Spurs signed this guy from us in January. He's a squad player there on 155 grand a week. He wanted to play Champions League football. He went out at the same stage of the knockouts as we did. So, but yeah, the best side in the Champions League phase is out on pens in the thing. Man City have lost. Leicester, you absolute beauties. Which means we are 4 points clear of Man City. We can obviously go 2 points behind Spurs in third. Thank you, Chuck. Stream is okay. We beat Spurs and Everton in the league. Lost the first leg to Bayern 2-0 and then got knocked out on pens after we won the second leg. Garrido and Alex Scott missed penalties. So our Champions League dream is over. But we might be able to get a second and breaking windows with energy drinks. I agree. But yeah, we now have West Ham. Brentford plays Spurs. I mean, if Brentford could beat Spurs for us, that would be very much appreciated. Alberto Martin is back in full training. But yeah, I mean, Wrexham beating Southampton would be a big one for us as well. Alberto Martin is not ready to play, so Vaneri will start. And it will we'll go with this team because it beat Bayern 2-0 in the second leg. Just couldn't quite get us over the line. Thank you, Chuckles. How have you been anyway? How is things? How is life? Wrexham's a bigger threat, yeah. We suffered defeat last time we played West Ham. Interesting. We did in the league, actually, because we haven't played... I don't think we haven't played them in the league the second time around yet. But we're at home. We was away the last time we played them, and we've not got the full monster squad now, like we did now. All Southampton's good for stealing Portsmouth's young players. I mean, we're still on vertical scrolling because obviously they're not behind goal. TV, please. The hot stepper shoulder up into Sanchez. Ajax clears away. Ilic coming forward. Neves with a good tackle. And Beda Magi's driving forward with it. Can he keep going? He's going all the way. He's going all the way. He squared it to Garrido and it's deflected behind for a corner. Joseph on the corner. It's whipped in towards the near post and headed out. Reggie Magahi finds Beda Magi. He cuts inside. Magahi once more and we win another corner. The fact that we're getting a second corner from this key highlight is interesting. Especially considering it's been headed away. Like, you would have thought that the first one If that second corner was leading to nothing, you would have thought that that would have been the end of it. But what do I know about FM and their highlights? Absolutely nothing. Max, he can't do anything. Goldball can drill one, and Goldball can find the back of the net. Oh my, what a goal. Scunthorpe Park is rocking again. Fortress Scunthorpe Park. We're on key highlights, SG. Ajax being injured is not ideal. Injury is affecting him, so Rodriguez comes on. He's anxious. Let's make him happy. Make him happy. Right. I mean, the rest of the game now. I'll take everything from the rest of this game now as just no highlight. No more highlights. And just keep going. I mean, look at the green bars of happiness in the team talks. Of course, green happy bars in the team talks, and there's a highlight in from kickoff. It better be us winning the ball back. It better be us winning the ball back. Amanya. Into Hernandez. Busy and tired, or hopefully you've got some chance to have a rest. How was the... I hear you played clubs with Gavin Ian till like 5 in the morning last night. That's a nice ball, but Veneri heads away. Batera down to Capdeville. How was that? And Beda Maggi. Batera. Goldberg. This is some lovely football. Shal Neves. Out to Reggie McGahey. He can drive at the left back. He's beaten him. Whipped the cross in. He has done. Max's header. It's off the bar. Why did you not go for the near post, my guy? Why are you trying to loop that back? I've seen this highlight before. We go. We do not go, unfortunately. We do not go. It was Ultimate Team. Okay. How was the Ultimate Team session then? Right. Let's bring Hausner on instead. We'll give Hausner... Hausner is wound up. Absolutely not coming on. They're all frustrated by my encouragement, I think it was. We'll bring Salisbury on for Garrido as well. I think I encouraged, didn't I? Maybe. I'm not sure. This may have been preempted, yeah. It's for this highlight now. It's for this one now. Because Bengo's got it. Reggie, oh, it's a good save. I am gonna be watching the England game tonight, yeah. And Beda Maggi, Salisbury down, Max Bengochea! He's onside. See, I told you it was for this highlight, wasn't it? That's what it was for. Highlight's not over till it's over. Until the ball's in the back of the net. Salisbury with a lovely nod down. Max into Bengo. You love to see it. Harry21249, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Praise the lads. I didn't hear no whistle, exactly. Salazar can come on even though he's anxious, but Tara can come off because he's on a yellow card, and that should be our 5 substitutions. All done, dusted and sorted. Salted. We have absolutely battered West Ham here, and we are going to go back to Wembley for the second time this season by the looks of it. Hopefully, unless we bottle a 2-0 lead in the last 10 minutes. Which is always possible knowing FM, especially considering... I mean, he's fouled him. That's the referee's playing advantage. Jan's coming forward. That's an excellent... That's... Ref, I can't believe you've made that decision.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done that. I have no idea why you've done that. That is never a penalty. Thank goodness for that you've seen your fucking sense, my guy. I'm glad you've seen sense, my guy. But right. 2 added minutes. Praise the lads. We'll run the clock down. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Run the clock down. Maybe get a second in added time. That's why VAR's important. Exactly. Scunthorpe are back at Wembley. Nice work, everyone. It does take too much time. It needs to be a lot more streamlined. It needs to be a lot quicker. In my opinion, the VAR should just be... the referee getting camera angles. The only thing VAR should actually have a look at themselves, in my opinion, is the offsides. The offsides keep, but then everything else, allow players to, like, the teams to challenge decisions if they think it goes wrong, or allow the referee to go, actually, do you know what? I'm going to stop the game for a minute. I'm going to go and check this decision. Like, let the game, like, if it goes all the way through, fine. But yeah, Scunthorpe winning FA Cup quarter-final. We now will pretty much be playing every midweek other than this rearranged, every weekend other than this rearranged Leicester game, which is not too shabby, Alonso. Ajax is out for 12 days to 2 weeks. That's not ideal. The fairy tale continues. Everyone has worked so hard. We shouldn't be really discussed as a fairy tale team anymore. I don't really think we can be talked about like that anymore. Melier looks like this. Oh, Melier's retiring in the summer as well. Spurs have beaten Brentford, so Brentford haven't done us a favour, and Brighton have beaten Newcastle, which means we will have to beat Man City at the Etihad to go back above them. Which is not the nicest. And why have we got the midweek game against Wolves? I forget why that is. Possibly oh yeah, it was because the FA Cup. It was going to be there after Bayern, wasn't it? But yeah, so we'll hopefully find out on hopefully find out either today or tomorrow the FA Cup semi-final draw. I'm hoping it's going to be that I didn't actually see. Quarterfinal provides no shocks. Southampton, Forest, United, and Scunthorpe make it through. We've had a youth player poached by Newcastle. Matt Taylor, goalkeeper, has half a star potential ability. Apparently. I mean, if he has half a star potential, Newcastle, you can absolutely have him. FA Cup semi-final draw. Mr. Lachero. Absolutely nobody there. What have we got in terms of scouting? You're okay. You're okay. Calvarese would be incredible. You're okay for potential. You're okay. You're still alright. And then you from Bogota. So there. Right. Semi-final draw. We're hoping for Forest or Southampton. We're first out the hat. We've got Nottingham Forest. Okay. So we should realistically find ourselves in an FA Cup final this season. That is now pretty much the expectation. We could win the double in the cups. We could win the cup double this season. I mean, if Southampton could do us a favour and beat Man United, that would be incredible. That would be ideal. So yeah, we've got Championship Nottingham Forest, and we play the Sunday semi-final. Okay. Right, we can do the training calendars for the rest of the season as well because we have no Europe. If that's attack, we do that one. And then here, that one's been done. That one's been done. That one's been done. Set piece routines, match review, community outreach. Do we play Arsenal? No, we play do we play Man United last game of the season? No, we don't. We play Brighton. Okay, cool. I was getting concerned. We're in March, and this is the last game in April. That's right, Sean. Don't start getting your knickers in a twist. We have Villa here, and we have our final game of the season after that. But I was about to say, Brighton is Brighton's the final game of the season, though. That is a big one. That could be a massive one for Champions League football next season. Especially with City also coming up there. But like, who knows? Actually. Scenario 4 week of rest. And there. But FA Cup final could be on the cards. Youth intake day, and it's a poor intake. What a shock. That's probably the worst youth intake I've very much seen from this club. Like, that is very... Oh, we've got a Philip... Do you know what? I'm offering him a contract just because he's Filipino. And we've got a Portuguese man in there as well. We're offering him a contract just because Portuguese. He's not a rare nation as Filipino, but you know. Any non UK based players we tend to I'll tend to offer a deal to, just because, like, why not? We'll offer all of these semi-ish decent potential players a deal and then continue. But yeah, that was probably one of the worst youth intakes we could have asked for. Samba Kante, like, we've got João Neves instead. We're not answering that. We will not be speaking to the media. Right, Man City play Ipswich before we play them. Okay. I mean, what a fucking game that is. Like, I'm sorry. That is probably the game of the season. That is probably the game of the season, is this one. 5-5. Ipswich were 2-0 up. Ipswich were 4-0 up. Ipswich were 4-0 up and bottled it. If you're Ipswich, you're fuming. They were 4-0 up in this game. 4-0 and 4-0 and 5-3 up and still didn't win. Real Santander. By the Shavo. Don't really have anybody. But yeah, that is a madness, isn't it? That is a mad one. Ben goes out for a day or two. That's fine. He's back for City. We'll play the full strength team against City. Rest against Wolves. Hope that we can win both. Now, we lost 1-0 away at City in the Carabao Cup semi-final. But then beat them 5-3 at home. We also, in the league against City earlier in the season, lost at home to them. We did have a red card, which didn't help us, though. So, not ideal, but we can beat City, so we're not gonna rule it out just yet. New youth players are signing on. Real Socha. Have their under-20s already come in? Yes, it has. I mean, no, wrong one. Team report priorities. First things first, let's go right to the very bottom. Cancel assignment and cancel assignment. Harp to here. Team report, Los Chievo. Anybody in there under 20s? Absolutely not. And then here, Real Socha, Mr. Los Chievo. Anybody in here, do we reckon? No, absolutely not. That's one of the worst teams I've seen on this list so far. We must be getting towards the end of Colombia as well. How's the Europa League looking? Is there any English sides left in this? Chelsea are still making their way through. West Ham have just been knocked out to Real Betis in the round of 16. So there is, from having 8 sides in England, there is only 3 left. How is the Nation Club coefficients looking right now? England are second behind Portugal. Portugal are having a year. Portugal are having a year managed by Amorim, which is kind of interesting. Because Benfica are still in the Europa League. Was there Porto are still in the Champions League? Is there anybody in the Conference League? Boa Vista are still in the Conference League as well. So like, Portugal's like, what are they? They must be top 3 in the. Is it 5 for Portugal? Yeah. So it's the top 5 that get Europe. 2 get Europe. So that they've still got a few teams left in there as well. Oh yeah. Gutierrez, who is now at Man City, used to play for us. Look at how good he is. Look at how good he is. I wanted to have him for a long, long time. I might at some point look to try and sign him back, but I doubt it somehow. I might, but yeah, he was unreal. But yeah, Chile, no. Youth contracts. Yildiz is out for the City game. Amazing. Yeah, I feel like Yildiz might be somebody that I feel like our goalkeeper and our fullbacks are probably now the next position to. It's probably the next, like the areas to look at in the summer. Looking at spending big. Goalkeeper especially. The goalkeeper that I'm looking at, I don't know if he's going to be on here, but he's on my shortlist. We'll get rid of this. We'll put this one in, get rid of that. You'll see him at the top of this list here. It's it's the guy from Benfica. Looks like this. This is who we're going to be looking at in the summer. Resolute personality, media handling style not great. Is adaptable both matches, very strong on both feet. He is going to be the goalkeeper that we look to sign in the summer. He's valued at around about 138 to 163. We will be signing him as much as we physically can in the summer. That is going to be our number one priority. If we make any other sales to try and improve the squad, we will do. But yeah, and I have a funny feeling that he will be the best goalkeeper in the league. The current best goalkeeper in the Premier League, I believe, on the Media Dream 11 is Everton's goalkeeper, Jose Pedro. Who's also very good. He's wanted by Barcelona right now. So again, he might be somebody to. We'll add him to the shortlist. He could be somebody to look at for a little bit cheaper as well. But yeah, the guy from Benfica is the one we're looking at. Caleb Anson is going to have to come in between the sticks. Rodriguez will come in at right back. Kowalski will go onto the bench. Mariotti is still injured, which means Hausner will come in for him as well. Carlos Alberto Martin will start a Premier League game for the first time in a good while as well, alongside Anis Capdeville. Manchester City away from home. This is one of the tougher games we have left. We still have to play Man United as well at home, but we did win 4-0 at Old Trafford earlier in the season. So I do feel a lot more confident about beating Man United than I do Man City right now. Which you wouldn't think, given their positions in the league. Encourage. A win here will put us back above Brighton, with a game in hand, which will be very nice indeed. But right now, we've had 60% of the ball, but not a shot on target. Well, not a shot at all. Which is not ideal. We are currently, with 8 games to go, we will be 13 points off the top. It will take a imagine the monumental bottle of Man United it would take for us to go and win the league. Well, Sean Neves is in here, and he's put it wide. That's a big chance. That is a very, very big chance. Especially away at Man City. Caleb Anson claims the free kick. And he's played it out to Capdeville. Into Goldborg. Now Max. João Neves. Mbeda Magi can cut inside. From that left-hand side. It's a good tackle. Max. Batera's lost out as well. Can we win it high up the pitch? I thought for a second there we might get that ahead of Mateus. But Foden's coming forward instead for City. We've been cut open a little bit here. Gutierrez, Konate's offside anyway. Doesn't matter. And the highlights keep coming. Because there's one straight from the... There's a free kick straight from the offside. Goldborg, Magahi. Into Garrido. He's found Mbeda-Maji with a bit of space on this left-hand side. Max inside him. Drives into the penalty area. Mbeda-Maji! Scunthorpe lead at the Etihad. Max does brilliantly, and he finds Mbeda-Maji. Mateus probably should do better, but it's the power from the man from Chad. I don't even care if he's not. I actually can't remember where he is. If he's... No, he's just got Chad's second nationality, which makes me think his parents are Chad. He was born in France. But moves us up into fourth, would guarantee us Champions League no matter what happens in Europe this season. Gutierrez, Haaland, that's a nice run from Konate. And that's a good save from Caleb Anson. Corner then whipped in and headed away. Foden will get a second bite at the cherry. And somehow, that deflected cross has just fallen kindly for us. We will take it. That Mbeda-Maji shot is our only shot on target in the first half. But we do not care. Like, looking fired up, looking happy, appearing inspired. We need all of that good, positive motivation to keep a clean sheet at the Etihad, or we're going to need a second goal. Prates, Uali. That's a nice ball out to Francisco, who we did look to sign at one point in the save, and there's Karim Konate. And I did say we're going to need a miracle, but they've scored straight after half-time. Just what we didn't need. Max may have suffered a cut hand. He should be able to play for a cut hand. Yeah, oh, Chuck. Oh, indeed. Not ideal. City played this narrow 4-2-2, and I don't understand how it works, but why. But the players they must have just suit it really well. Because it's so difficult and annoying to play against. Goldborg. Into Max. Garrido. Batera. Into Max. This is lovely football. Garrido! He should score. He should score. He has to really score there. But Max on the corner. It's back stick towards Capdeville. Goldborg. He's known for a bit of a screamer or two, and we win another corner. Are we going back out to the right-hand side to take it? No, we're not. Mbeda-Maji's out on the left to take it. It's whipped in. Headed up by Haaland. Martin Magahi! Reggie! Right, let's make some changes. We'll bring Salsneri on for Garrido. We'll bring Hausner on for... No, we'll bring Bengo-Nemo on for Jean Neves, who's not having a great game. Capdeville's on a yellow, but we're not going to do much about that. And we'll bring Batera off for Truffer, the former Manchester City man. And go from there. 2-1 up. 20 minutes to go.
It's not that common.
Oh, and Gav.
Every guy, and it is a big deal.
Mr. Gavin Brash, how is Barcelona? Are we still getting injured? Twitch baby rage.
You beautiful bastard.
You beautiful, beautiful bastard. You. Thank you for the 9 months. Konate's in. What is Caleb Anson doing? He somehow makes the save. Don't raid me. Don't raid. I mean, I won't raid you. I will love you instead. Thank you very much. How was stream? Oh, don't raid. Oh, I meant to do shout out. How did I do raid instead of shout out? Look, yeah, don't question it. Don't question it. It was done all along to see if he was to see if you was actually aware of what I was saying. No, if you're not following Gav, click the heart at the top of the stream. Thank you very... Do you know what it is? I said thank you for the raid, so type raid. That's what I've done. But we beat a Man City away, so all good. For those of you that have come from Gav's raid, I'm not raiding back to Gav. Don't worry. We're staying here. I am Sean. We are managing Scunthorpe. We are in our 13th season of the save. We just got knocked out of the Champions League to Bayern on pens. But we are chasing top 4 again. And we have won the CARABAO Cup this season. So we're 4th in the Premier League. After beating Man City, which damages their hopes as well.
Shalom,
Franco,
shalom.
thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. We have Championship Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup semi-finals, where we will play United or Southampton in the final at Wembley, if we get to it. Bayern knocked us out in the Champions League in the last 16. We lost the first leg 2-0, won the second leg 2-0, and lost on pens. He's a pretty good volante. I was not there when Sociedad signed a pretty good volante. I am slightly concerned because that means that Sociedad are doing well again in your save, and I don't like it. I don't like it, Gav. But yeah. So we are 13 points behind United at the top of the Premier League. Something tells me we're not going to win the Premier League this season. But we are 5 points behind Spurs. Good Volante. Let's have a look at good Volante. Yes, he very good Volante. Yes, he very good Volante. Work rate and passing are a little bit on the low side for Volante, but at 19 years of age, they will increase. Both of those will go up. First touch also the same at 11. But yeah, he very, very good Volante. I am slightly jealous of very, very good Volante. Well, I'm not, because we have we have Max instead, who is still getting upward arrows and developing. If I'd have noticed he was 19, I might have signed him myself. Yeah. And we also have João Neves that is also quite good Volante if we wanted to play him there. João Neves is very, very good Volante.
Shalom,
Parnell Plays,
shalom.
thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. But yeah. So we've just beaten Man City. We've won 5 straight Premier League games to move us very nicely into the top 4. And basically, I want to try and see if we can, if we can do the business. We do still have Manchester United to play in the league, and that is pretty much the only real... We have Arsenal and Man United as our 2 tough league games left. Brentford are bottom of the league. They have a 9-point deduction for administration, but like our maze, our last 4 games are not the easiest. So Champions League is not going to be the nicest to get, but hopefully beating Nottingham Forest should kind of well, it'll give us something to fight for still, and it'll mean we don't have we're always going to fight, but we can still then keep ourselves going, knowing that we've got an FA Cup final to come. And depending on how it goes, I'm not certain, but yeah, we might be able to get to the FA Cup final today. We could get to the FA Cup final today. Should we quick sim a couple of games, which I am tempted to do. Our under-21s have won the Premier League Cup first knockout round. You love to see it. We ended top of the league. Real lost to Villarreal and we leapfrogged, so you're 2 points clear. You love to see it. Okay, I was going to say, who is that that's 70-odd million? That is Lundholm, who is in the first team. Lundholm is one of those interesting ones because he's... I thought he would develop really nicely. He just hasn't. And yeah, he's 22 years of age. He's probably just gonna I'm probably gonna try and sell him in the summer. And improve there. Lost in the Super Cup final, Sag. So no Super Cup trophy for you this year. Tigres. We're back in Mexico. We've gone back all the way. Oh no, Tigres in Colombia. We're not back in Mexico. What am I saying? Never mind. Tigres are not only in Mexico, they're also in Colombia apparently as well. So what do I know? Didn't matter where we ended up as the route to the final wasn't going to be pretty. Really? I didn't actually look at my route to the final. if I'd have got past Bayern. So if we'd have got past Bayern, we'd have played Man City. And then if we'd have played Man City, we'd have had PSG or Celtic in the semis. So that actually wouldn't have been a horrible draw side. That side, maybe a little bit more so. But like Man City, Man City with the away leg first would have been the same as the Carabao Cup semi-final. We just won there. There's a Fortaleza everywhere, it seems. After my decided I didn't like it, signed him myself. Joins July. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I like him. Mentals are on a little bit of the slow side, but yeah, I mean those physicals are incredible. Just gonna put it just gonna say it as it is. He's going straight out on loan. Yes, of course. Too many non-EUs, yeah. Well, I mean, if he's going straight out on loan, doesn't matter, does it really? I mean, he is a very much EU centre-back, though, Gav. I will say that. That is very much a centre-back that he's got U written all over. Right. Ongoing focus. Absolutely nothing there. Hi, Ixie. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good with you. You're fine. You're fine. Why are you on my shortlist at 2.5-star potential? Get in the bin. You can come out now because you're not worth it. He's chilling on his Jack Jones and he's going to be chilling it outside of my shortlist. I mean, you're 6'2" with 18 jumping reach. You are 6'2" with 18 jumping reach, but you're not ever going to really be the level of centre-back that we need. Sean Rose, however, could be. World-class under contract free signing. I mean, yes, I did. I think I saw this guy. Yeah, he's very, very good as well. He can't jump, though, but he has everything else you would want for you, really, as a crossy boy. Have you got a save idea? Not really. Save ideas are... I find it very hard to give save ideas to people. Just because I don't know how you like to play. Like it's not some like in terms of like how people play, what types of save they want to do. There's a lot of things that go into a save idea before we just we throw suggestions out there. You're very mid at FM. I'm also very mid at FM. So we can be in the mid club together. Rodriguez is gonna have to play again. We're gonna play Vaneri and Janssens. We will put Kowalski onto the bench for Ajax. Truffert will come in at left back. Alex Scott and Sass in the midfield. Mariotti is not fit. We are then going to play... Lundholm is also just played for the under-21s, hasn't he? What is it with all these injuries? Oh, yeah, Anselm can come onto the bench. What am I doing? Anselm can start. Salazar on the right. Bengachair on the left. Salesneri up top. Wolves at home. We should be able to beat Wolves with this team. Neither can Ian Davies. He's got 2 jumping reach. Anyone? Yeah, I know you don't necessarily need it. King Kazu didn't have the biggest jumping reach in the world either. And he was one of the best players in the world when you managed him.
Shalom!
Ixie, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. But yeah, save ideas. It depends. Where do you want to... Okay, give country idea. Where would you like to manage as a country? What sort of ideas in that space would you want to go? Where would you want to manage in Europe? Would you want to manage in South America? What country wise? That's a Penref.
Penref!
But if I find them, I have them. Exactly. Yeah. If you've got it, flaunt it. It's never a penalty, but we've been given it. It's Sass on the penalty. Go on, Sass. Oh, up the sass. Europe and win the treble. So you wanna start with a big. So you wanna try and win the treble. Do you want a team that you can build, or do you want a team that's kind of already made? Do you want to build a team into a treble winning side, or do you want to have a side that's already close to winning the treble? Corners whipped in, headed out and away. Build. Do you want to build a side to win the treble? Do you? Do you know what could be a fun one then to try and build to win the treble? Aston Villa. Could be a fun one. Obviously, they've just qualified for it in real life. Could you do better than Unai Emery? Or you could try and do Dortmund. Sales Neri's in. He should score. He has scored. Oh, we're very good at football. When we want to be. We're only 10 points off the top now. It's on chat. 7 games to go. We're going to win every game. Corners whipped in. Right, win the header again. They haven't. Caleb Anson with a great save. And then we've won a free kick as well. Up the Caleb Anson. He knows what he was doing. It was never even close to going in, mate. I don't know what you're on about. Man United are also going to... Yeah, I saw they sacked Rooney. And also them going down again is incredible. Liverpool looking like they're going to come back up, Gav. They're top. The last time I looked, they were joint top of the championship on goal difference with Bournemouth. Also, Portsmouth, Gav, are in administration again. In the championship, they had a 12-point deduction for being in administration and relegated after. And had 9 points after the thingy. This is not an online save. This is an offline save, Ixie. This is an offline save. We are 2-0 up at half time. It's not been the best performance. So we're gonna tell them. How do you use it? Right, so now you've downloaded the skin pack. We'll come out of here quickly. You'll go in all skins, you'll have this FM button at the top, and preferences. And then in preferences, you type skin. And then you will go down to this bit here, and I'm using the December SAS skin. But yeah, so then you will just click there, and then it will be in the so you've downloaded it, put it into your skins folder. It will be then listed in there on your preferences. No worries. Salazar has found the cross. Selsneri goes down, no foul. Truffert into the penalty area. He goes down, no foul. Scott wins it back down the line, son. He gives it away, but we win it back again. It's pinball around there in terms of possession. Sass into Salazar. Driving forward with it. Into Rodriguez. Vaneri. Scott. It's a lovely ball to Bengo. Bengo, can you find a cross, son? He plays it back to Truffert, who whips it in. Sales Neri! This is our 13th season. We are heading 4th in the Premier League again with a 3-point lead. Armando Broja is still a player, apparently. Despotovic, can we stop the cross, please? Vaneri blocks Kellyman's shot, and we are going to have a corner to defend, but that's not the end of the world. You don't concede goals from key highlights after corners. Look at that, see, Caleb's there. How do you scout for players? You can set up recruitment focuses. You can type the club you want to scout and scout them. You can get team reports. You could search through the player in focus. Assess just gives them the ball in our penalty area. There is a whole bunch of different ways. Agents will come to you and offer players. There's a whole host of different methods and ways to do it. Right, are we going to put Kowalski at right back? Yes, we are. He can play at left back. He's right-footed. He can play at right back. It's the same fucking job. Because we are going to bring Salazar off for Reggie. And we are going to bring Bengo off for... No, we're not going to bring Bengo off for Mbeda Magi. We're going to bring Neves on for Anselm instead. And make those changes. There's a whole host of different ways. Because Wolves have been better in the second half. So we're still going to praise because we're 3-1 up. But yeah.
It's not that common. It doesn't happen to every guy, and it is a big deal.
Mr. Game Legend himself, how are you doing? No, have I done raid again? Yes, I have done raid again. What am I doing? I've done that twice now. That is very, very poor of me. There we go. There's the shout. If you're not following Game Legend himself, go and drop a follow. Click the heart at the top of the chat. Your Twitch experience will be a lot better for it. For those of you that have come in from the raid and don't know who I am Sean. We are managing Scunthorpe. This is our 13th season. It's been our first season in Champions League football, and we are looking to get into the top 4 again. Can't stick around, but I hope you have a good stream. So Luke Pingu gave a rate as well. We can give Luke Pingu a shout out as well. Up the Luke Pingu, I agree. Luke Pingu is class. I need to be able to watch Luke Pingu a little bit more. I'm fairly certain. I can't shout out just yet. We'll wait a second. But Sassa's shot is blocked behind. Song request from Pond. Welcome in, Pond. Hope you're doing well. We've added it to the queue as they've cleared our corner away. But yeah, so we are heading 3 points clear into 4th, 2 points behind Spurs. We're only 10 points off the top of the Premier League. It's very unlikely, but we'll probably get that email in a few minutes being like, "Oh yeah, you could win the league. You could win the league." It's like, no, we can't. Don't try and gas what you don't know, FM. Mbeda Magi can come on and Max can come on for the added time period. They probably would have preferred to stay on the bench, but it's to just run the clock down, lads. This highlight did start with us throwing the ball back to them. And Alex Scott, he's found Benga Chea. Bengo, find a cross, son. You have Sales Neri should have had a hat-trick. Just putting it out there now, son. You should have had a hat-trick. But it's a comfortable 3-1 win over Wolves with our rotated squad. And the fact that we got knocked out of the Champions League in the round of 16 means that, we are quite comfortably sitting with week breaks for like the first time in yonks. We're not winning the Champions League. We're out of the Champions League. Yeah. So... yeah, Wagner amazed. I don't know what you mean, mate. We absolutely battered you in that first half. We took our foot off the gas. Jack Wilshere is looking at Alex Scott and Matteo Anselm to sign. They are backup players for us, Jack. But yeah, we're still there. Still in the FA Cup. Yeah, we're in the FA Cup semi-final. We've got Championship Nottingham Forest. Anis Capdeville, look, mate. Can we do that at the end of the season? No worries, we'll do it now then. Because this is one of our centre halves. He is 22 years of age and looks like this. 18 pace on him. He's 6'5". These physicals are a joke. We signed him for 68 million from Angers in 2032. Yeah, he's set the contract start date to the end of the season. Right, so if we discuss we're very keen. Can we star player, I'm happy. I'm gonna ask to that, yeah. Do you know what? That's fine. Offer contract. Lockers, thank you for the 5 bits.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Set the contract to the start at the end of the season. I mean, they recommend Anis Capdeville be there. I want to do that. He wants star player. Right, can I get... He's not going to be happy with me. We're just going to... Yeah, we should be fine on FFP. We're going to get rid of the promise. We'll do it immediately. 165. Can we get you on 155, mate? We're also making this release. Do you know what? I'm prepared to pay you a little bit more. I want to keep you around for the foreseeable future. So I'm going to make that a 500 mil release clause. He's going to want 200 grand a week. We can't afford the yearly wage rise. We'll give you 190. No. 200. 215. He's not happy. Okay, cool. Noted. He's not gonna be happy. We'll sort it out. Mike, we are gonna, of course, we're gonna offer Mike a new deal. I think you're asking for too much, Mike. God, do you not like know who I am, Mike? We'll offer you 5.2, Mike. 5.5, Mike. We're gonna make it a 4-year deal. That we're making certain. 5.5 on a 4-year deal. Do you know what? Perfect. Because unfortunately, the thing is that I value him at like 200 million, but he will get pissy if I make that. So if I put the 500 mil release fee in there, then I have more wiggle room on thingy. It's like I think I did it with Martin. I'll have more. I'm fairly certain I did. Yeah. I did it for clubs in Champions League for him. But, like, I have a little bit more wiggle room then around this value to be able to prepare and maybe get, like, 150 to 200 million from him. Because I value him at 200 million as well. Which reminds me, I need to get him back on strength training now. He's back from his injury. But, yeah. So I do it on certain key players that way. So that then if I make a bid that they're incredibly interested for, I then have that negotiation room of being like in the conversation. You have a release clause in your contract that you agree to. Parappa the Rapper. I don't know if I said thank you very much for the follow. And Starchy Chaff, I don't think I know if I said thank you very much for the follow to either of you two. So thank you very much if I didn't. Hope you're both doing well. But yeah, that's why. Do I know the Gaffer? I do know Gaffer, yeah. Well, I don't know him personally, but I know of his content, yes. So, yeah. Right, we've got an international break now. Pedro Rodriguez has got himself a wage hike. Amazing. Well, we are slight right. Let's just move our wage budget like to that. We've got wiggle room again. Finances, FFP. Yeah, we're very much fine on FFP. We recently had a takeover. And our board is like funneling money on the stock market, but like we do have the short downfall of a 527 million net debt, but most of that will probably, 172 of that will be because we actually are in the red, and 313 million of that is transfer debt. Some of that transfer debt is going over 9 years. Why is that going over 9 years, you say? Because if we go to money out and we find Mr. Mbeda Magi wherever he is, here he is. This is what we are paying Chelsea for Mbeda Magi. Yeah. When is the youth intake coming? The youth intake's already happened. It was shit. But yeah, so we are paying Chelsea over the next 9.5 years. For Mbeda Magi. What does Joseph look like? Joseph looks like this, and he was 250 million in total. And he was worth it because he scored a hat-trick in the Carabao Cup final to win it for us. So yeah. Yeah, so I mean, Tigres FC in Colombia do not have any players in their first or their second team, which is fair. United played Chelsea in a title showdown and have absolutely battered Chelsea. So I think that's safe to say that the Premier League title is going to be going to Manchester United. Needs to work on his long throws. Brody, I do agree. He does need to work on his long throws. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, he does need to work on his long throws. I can't believe he's this good, but only has 7 long throws. It's like he also needs to work on his jumping reach as well. Man can't jump. He can't jump. But It's fine. We'll let him off. He's a shouldy. He is a shouldy. He's all the thing I love about him as well is he's got Chad's second nationality. Like that is honestly one of my favorite things. Helder Manuel on a 47-week intensive language course. Sure, why not? We'll praise racing forms. Why not? And please, mate, well done. You're playing well. Well done. You're playing well. So he's not a bit of a Chad. He's a giga Chad. I'm not doing a watch along with England. I am streaming up until the England game. And then I am going to go and watch it with my other half. So, yeah. I'm not I'm not a big watch along kind of person. Like in terms of streams or in terms of doing it myself. Like I don't mind, like I know a lot of people doing the like in and around Twitch and content, it's become a big thing. But yeah, it's not something I am like interested in doing. Yeah. But yeah, right. I hate international breaks. Can we just get it over? I want to play West Ham. I want to beat West Ham. I want to beat Leicester. I want to beat Brentford. I want to get to my FA Cup semi-final. And I can change it again to FA Cup semi-finals on the stream title. Done, because we're not in the quarterfinals anymore. We've received 110k because a player that we sold has now played an international appearance. Union Magdalena, what are you saying? You're saying absolutely nothing. Of course you won't. Of course you won't. Why are we scouting the back end of Colombia? Because we are scouting the entirety of pretty much South America. There's still a couple of South American countries we need to add onto this list. But yeah, we've got most of it. Salazar scoring for his country. I think Peru is actually one of them we still need to scout. Capdeville is expecting to be offered a new contract. Resolve contract agents talks. Hopefully we can come back. That sounds good. Right, let's go back into the contract then. Right. Do you know what then? We'll offer him star player. Again, we'll offer him star player, but we'll do it from the end of the season. Perfect. So he's agreed to that. We're also gonna just completely remove and exclude the release clause, and we'll give him a 5-year deal at 150. Okay, he wants a little bit more money. That's fine. 190. We want 5 years on you though. Okay, do you know if you accept 200, we'll give 5 years. I just want a 5-year contract on you. I'm fine paying him 200 grand a week. He is one of the best centre backs in the league. He's one of the best centre backs in the league. We've got two of the four best centre backs in the league, if I remember correctly from the media season preview. Like Bez Goody is now dropped in there for some reason because he can actually naturally play there. Accomplishedly play there. He actually is a pretty decent centre-back as well. Like, he's not horrible at it. He'd be a very good libero, actually. But yeah, like, Garrido and Mbeda Maggi are now the two up here. Max, like, we've got players... This changes around all the time, though. But the one thing that does always stay the same is that Jose Pedro is the best goalkeeper in the league. Capdeville work permit there. New Portugal side, Pedro Rodriguez. Well done on your debut, mate. Good for you, my guy. Good for you. Right. Whilst the game simulates towards the West Ham game, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break because I need to grab myself some more beers. So grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink whilst we're getting towards the West Ham game. And we will be back to continue and hopefully build our case for a top, maybe 3 finish. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Top 3 in the Premier League? I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Right, we are back. 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 Whoa. Let's sit down. I'm going to re-untie my hair. Now it's out of my face from going downstairs. Get comfy. Parsons' contract set to expire. Mike has got himself a new 4-year deal. Up the mic. Union Magdalena B. Well, you have no team right now, but you might do the next time we scout you, so you are terrible. You are terrible. Why are you on my shortlist? Which shortlist are you on? Get off my shortlist. You can get off my shortlist. Why are we spending... Oh, you're an Esposito, so of course we scout you still. We always scout the Espositos. We might do another blanket scout of all the Espositos. Just because. I mean, you are... We looked at you potentially. You are very good. We'll keep you for the time being. Vandenberg can come off. I mean, this guy he is wanted by who? Barcelona, yeah. We are gonna make a big money move for him in the summer. His value's dropped down to 108 million. That's actually quite nice. Our under-21s lost to Bolton in the Professional Development League. I think that's their first defeat of the season. We are massively in the red in terms of money, but we are fine. How is the Wilshire Claim Manager of the Month, which means that we came second. How have you come first then, Jack? Who have you played? Your 3 games. Oh, you've beaten Chelsea away. Yeah, fair enough. I can't really complain too much about that. We're on an A+ with the board, but the fans are only on a B. Disappointed with the sale of Jose and disappointed with Bateras' performances, maybe. Magdalena under 20s. Do you have anybody in there? No, not really. Lundholm picked up an injury on Denmark duty. Clubs in England set to release youth players. We'll do a quick scout of them for a week and just see if there's anybody with some decent potential. Llaneros, Simone, what are we saying on you? Have you got anybody? Not really. Jan is the danger. We know all about Jan from his season here. We've just beaten West Ham 2-0 in the FA Cup quarterfinals, so we should be feeling confident about beating West Ham again. Hold a team meeting. Focus on the recent form. Apparently we'll qualify... No. Let's do it. Apparently we can qualify for the Champions League here if we win. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be guaranteed Champions League qualification if we win here somehow. But you know, it's nice to tell the lads that we're doing well. Doing a Dortmund save, nice. Hope it goes well for you. Nice. I hope you can. I mean, maybe you can maybe get them to the Champions League final like they did this season. Llaneros B has absolutely nobody in it, but Simone can have a little look. But yeah. Yeah. Have we got any wonder kids? I mean, Sverholsef Nipan is a very good attacking midfield option as a wonder kid. Always goes for relatively cheap. Jean Neves, who we've got in our team, is a very good wonder kid as well. He's a little bit more expensive, but Sverholsef Nipan is a good one. Depending on how you're setting up your save, I did a network game with the big man on campus and my other half over the course of the year. Samu Omarodian was an incredible backup striker for me. No, refuse, find them yourself. Why should we do your scouting for you? I give a couple of options. I don't throw like the entire book out. And also I just want more people to sign on Marodian to see if he actually develops into a monster like he did for me. Like I'm actually gonna quickly save the game here. before we go into the West Ham game. Now, the fact that I'm playing my own game, you play yours. I actually can't remember. Samu was class for me at Huesca. I want to show you how good he was in the Chelsea Network game. Because I don't think I've shown how good he was on stream. DBT Network. Just look at how good my starting 11 is here as well. We started on Your World as well, which made it a little bit easier. The last season I won the league and the Champions League. I beat Abby in the final. Me, Chuck, and Abby came the top 3. But where is Samu Omarodian? Here he is. This is how good he was for me in the network game. And this is him at 22 still with room to improve. Like, genuinely would be an incredible CF attack. But yeah, I had, like, Osimhen. I signed him from Real Madrid. Like, this network game team was very, 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 very good. Yeah, and I did also sign Sverhorse of Nipan. I signed him for quite cheap. Signed him from 2.7 million from Rosenborg. Omarodian, I think I signed for like, what, 15 mil, I think it was. But I know in like real game, I think if you play like original, I think he's at Atletico, not Granada. But like Declan Rice, yeah, that was how good my network game team was. No, I don't want to save that. We want to go back into Scuddy. But yeah, Omarodian was an incredible player, and if you get him playing regularly, he's definitely well worth having a look at. That's the only one I recommend really now is Omarodian and Hulsef Nipan. They're the only two that I really do. Right, West Ham at home. How are we looking in terms of fitness and sharpness? We're looking a little bit tired, so we'll bring Salisbury in. Marriott is still not back. Let's get him on general rehab. So he can Mariotti. Midfield we're kind of okay. Left wing we're not, so Bengo can start. And then other than that, we are probably all good to go. So we are ready to rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. Look at how they're pleased and happy. This will be a massive performance, and a win here will be massive for our hopes for qualifying for the Champions League. It might guarantee like Europa League qualification for us, like pretty much, but nothing's guaranteed. Goldborg though, Ben goes in, Salisbury has a tap in. That is the perfect start. Samu was class for you, Hoaski, yeah. Opinions on Serbia versus England later. I don't think it's going to be as... it's not going to be an easy game, but my theory is that England will struggle. I think Serbia will provide the toughest task. I think Serbia won't make it easy for us. I think it'll be like a 1-0, 2-1. I've been insulted each other. I mean, that is kind of what happens with football. He's hit the bar. But yeah, I think England will win, but I don't think he'll be an easy ride. Right, we'll go 6 points clear of Brighton with a win here, because they don't play till later. Macca's welcome in as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, respectfully, yeah, of course. Like, it's friendly banter. McGahey's in behind. He's whipped it in. Salisbury! What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Hello, Mr. Maccas. That's the second person that's called me Harry Kane today. Fun story. The 2018 World Cup. I basically convinced everybody in a nightclub that I was Harry Kane's cousin. So that was fun. And everybody believed me. So, yeah. But it was the entirety of the 2018 World Cup. I don't think I actually got called my name in a public place once. I'm fairly certain I just got called Harry by pretty much everybody I met. And now with my long hair, I get called the Bale and Kane love child, which is always fun. Right, let's make some subs. Reggie is a little bit tired, so Salazar can come on. We kept Mariotti on the bench, even though he's not in full training, which is very, very silly of us, because now we don't have anybody. I mean, we do have people that can play cam. We'll move Max further forward, and then we will put Sass on as the centre mid attack, and we'll bring Botero off for Adrian Truffer. Ajax is on a 6.3. We'll bring Pedro Rodriguez on. We're making 4 subs now, and then we will make our final one with about 10 minutes to go. There's a free kick whipped in, and that is comfortable. I got called slabhead at Five Guys in Manchester, then Grealish at Lidl, value Darwin Nunez in your chat. I mean, Lidl value Darwin Nunez. I mean, respect Lidl. Just respect Lidl. And there is definitely no employer bias there at all. I mean, shoulder up's in. He's gone for the dink and he's put it over. Grealish because he used to wear the headband. Yeah, I didn't actually ever get Jack Grealish because when I wore my headband, it was lockdown. So, and I didn't stream at that point. So I never really had that. We are 2 points behind Spurs, despite the fact I think they have beaten Leicester. But Salisbury with a brace sees us comfortably beat West Ham, move ever so closer to Champions League qualification. Speaking of headbands, did anybody see the headband that Memphis Depay had on his head today? If not, I am getting it up. Memphis Depay. Versus who did the Dutch play? Poland. Images. Like, I just want the image up. I don't care what it is. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? That's just ludicrous. That is a mental headband, and he even had the number 10 on it for some reason. Axe Capdeville on goalboard could do with a little rest. We play Leicester in 3 days. We will rest everybody up. We will rotate the side anyway. But yeah, we can get some people resting anyway. PSG looking at Omar now. We're going to have a little look, but I think our back line is probably the place to look. Man United are beating Ipswich 4-0. Man United have a 6-point lead over Chelsea at the top of the table. Man United are the defending champions. Now, we play Man United, third last game of the season? So we're hoping that we might be able to give Chelsea a slight helping hand there, but they are still going to need probably 2 more slip-ups from United, given the drastic change in goal difference. But I didn't actually look. Man United are the current champions. Calvarese is currently the best player in the league. Doesn't surprise me. And Beda Maggi has the most assists. You love to see it. How is our goal scorers looking? Garrido with 13. We also have Salisbury popping up with a few. Goals have sort of been spread around the team for us this season. I'll be interested to see how the XG table looks for us, actually. Like, I actually will be quite interested to see that. Team performance. We should be third on the XG table. We've scored, conceded roughly the same, scored around more. Man United have massively overperformed their XG. Spurs have overperformed their expected points, but are still only third, because Chelsea have outperformed their XG by 24. Jesus fucking Christ. That is mad. Brentford have obviously had a points deduction added onto that, which is why they're on minus 18. Leeds have also not had the best of seasons. But yeah, Chelsea have very much been the one to outperform their XG the best. But yeah, we've got 5 more points than we should have as well, which is nice. Campaign step up for Haaland to win something? No. Haaland to win Footballer of the Year. I mean, he is the top goal scorer in the Premier League, isn't he, this season? Yeah, with 28. So maybe. Did Spurs get you a takeover? I don't actually know if Spurs got a takeover or not. Landmarks. Now, the new chairperson from within. Facilities upgraded. They won the Europa League in 26. Van der Ven appointed as captain. Won the Premier League in 2030. Tycoon fails takeover. Daniel Levy left in 31 and was replaced from within. But that's it. No, Levy left in 31. They've had the takeover from within. It's just all been through Big Ange. 747 games in charge of Spurs. He has a 61% win rate as well. He has done wonders at Spurs. He is a club legend there. Is there any current players? I mean, Kulusevski's an icon now. Anybody else that's a current player in there? Sesko's also a club icon. Heung-min Son's a club icon. Then Moran Bentancur. No, it's just really been Big Ange. It's just been the Big Ange effect. More than anything. Charlton have won the EFL trophy. We have beaten Wolves in the Premier League Cup quarter-final. Lundholm gets himself a goal, probably an assist as well in there. Laneros under 20s. Get the team report back on. Anybody in here not this 4-star. But Leicester, Brighton have lost again. We have a 6-point gap to us in 4th, which probably should see us before we get into the FA Cup final, really kind of have the Champions League down, hopefully, with a win against Leicester and a win against Brentford. Chris Rigg from Sunderland. Is it this one? Yeah, he's at Salernitana in Italy. Parappa the Rapper. 28 years of age, looks kind of like this. He's not a world beater. He is playing in Serie A, I think. Yeah, he's 8th in Serie A, so he might get Europe next season, depending on how the coefficients work. Italy weren't in the top 2 the last time I checked. No, Portugal was still top of this year. Italy are not going to get the extra spot, so they're going to have to do it via usurping Sassuolo or Lazio. Bologna are having a good season though. Roma are top of the league and looking like they're going to run away with it, which will be their first league title of the save, and would be Roma's first league title since 2001. So 35 years of hurt. No worries, mate. Jason Fisher, we love that. Metin on verge of clean sheet record, which was held by Herman Ertz a couple of seasons ago. He's on 18 clean sheets this season in 48 appearances. Zimwan Guana. I mean, he's actually not bad. I actually don't know much about him. We'll give him a scout. We're not going to hold a team meeting for this one. We're not going to hold team meetings before every game. As much as I could, I don't necessarily think we'd need a team meeting like that before every game. The players know exactly what is up and what is expected of them. Los Chievo, Nacional, you are in Europe. We're into Uruguay now. We are into Uruguay. What is their squad looking like? Oh my God! Hello, Lucas Labandera. Fully scout you. Fully scout these guys as well. They probably aren't going to be as close to Labandera's. He looks like he's guaranteed 4-star potential. And looks quite good as a. I mean, looks very good right now. The work rate, I think he'd be a very good CM attack. Strong on both feet, very strong on both feet as well. Isn't a centre back, but looks very competent. Edison Ramirez can come out of the shortlist. You're okay. You can come out the shortlist as well. You're good. You're good. You're not, but you're an Esposito. You're not. Get off my shortlist. You're okay. Could be an incredible AM attack. For like pretty cheap as well. The work rate's not necessarily the best. Fairly determined, media friendly. But yeah, Exposito we keep as well because it's Esposito. And then the rest of these are sort of all fine. Holly is facing the game. Vuka Bratovic. I mean, Adam Flint would be a great one to sign from Spurs. Like, imagine him on the right hand side. Doesn't like big matches though, Adam Flint, which is the only thing that I'm trying to maybe remove myself from a little bit. Brentford moved themselves off the bottom of the Premier League. They are only 3 points off safety, despite having the 9-point deduction. They could be in and around staying up, despite their administration issues, which will be good for them, I suppose. Carlos Alberto Martin has made the team of the week. Good for him. But here we go. Leicester at home. Champions League quarterfinals also happening at the same time. We are not in that, but it might mean good news for us in terms of other developments going forward. We are going to rest the team for this game because we play away at Brentford, I believe. But also we literally just played in midweek, so we're gonna play the backups in this one. Sass comes in here, Anselm comes in here, Bengo on the left, Salazar on the right, please, and Sales Neri up top. And we are ready to go. Scunthorpe at home to 15th place Leicester. They are not in a great run of form. We are in an incredible run of form. Confidence is sky high. Let's go and win this game. And there's a highlight from kickoff, so scenes you love to see. We are on key highlights, so this is definitely an actual highlight. I mean, a goal in the opening minute would be very nice indeed. Truffert has found Bengochea. He's bombing on down the left-hand side. It's back to Truffert. Now Scott, who's found some space. Rodriguez, keep possession, lads. They can't score if we keep possession. And Selm has forced Martial into a save. Probably not the most ideal shots from Anselm, really, but you know. We're gonna score from this corner. No, Martial is gonna claim that comfortably. A win here would move us above Spurs into third in the table. Warburton, Ulker, Morton, Odebear. He goes from distance. That's a good save from Metin. Needed to get a hand to that, the keeper, and has done so. But yeah, right, come on. Let's not rotate this team and then get absolutely battered here, lads. Like let's not do ourselves any damages in terms of our European qualification hopes. But the thing is this team should be good enough to beat a team down in 15th in the league in inconsistent form. Vaneri. Back to Metin, come across to Janssens, has done. Into Bengo, into Sass, who's found some space. Salesneri's in behind, and Thiago Salesneri gets his 17th goal of the season. And Scunthorpe lead after 20 minutes. That was only a 0.112 chance. But, you know, doesn't matter. Look at that. Up into third. Only 4 points off Chelsea. 10 points off United, I think, is a little bit too much to ask for in terms of an outside shot at the title. But second place is still very much on. We'd need a couple of Chelsea defeats, but it's still very much on. As Anselm whips a corner in, and that is over everybody's head. Vaneri will pick up the loose ball, but loses instantly to Morton. Can we win the ball back? I mean, they've gone to switch it. That is actually really worked out well for them. Smith into Olka. Batterine, they've just completely bombed on and counter-attacked us and have thoroughly deserved what is a wonderfully worked goal. That is incredibly well worked. We got caught out from a poor corner. And despite the fact we went 1-0 up early, we haven't really done well enough to like do the difference for us. So we need a better second half than what we have put together in the first. Their goal is a massive tap-in, and a massive high XG chance, but like still. Truffer into Bengo. Sass whipped it in, and Salazar, that is on his weaker left foot, isn't it? Yeah, he has a fairly strong left foot, so probably should be doing better than that. But you know, we haven't done much to change the scoreline in this second half so far. Vaneri into Rodriguez. Now Salazar. Vaneri, Scott. Into Salesneri, who's dropped deep to hold up the ball. We're playing this nicely, but we can't find a way through. But Sassa's made an interesting run, and then has gone back. It's lovely worked. Can we find the cross? No, we can bobble nicely for Anselm, who can fire us 2-1 in front. Golazzo! I can't do the voice. I can't do the voice. It's fine. Have I got a Discord? I do indeed. It is in chat for you now. Rodriguez, Salesneri, and Selm's bursting through the middle. He should do better with that one. Right, it's an hour is gone. Also do that because I was still on that chat. Salazar's on a 6.8. Reggie on you come, my good sir. Rodriguez is on a yellow, so Ayats will come off for him. We won't change Batera. We'll change Sass in the midfield for Max because he's looking a little bit tired as well. The subs are being made, which will probably end this highlight. Or not. Anselm with a corner, headed away. I thought he was going to run that out of play then. Right, Janssens, you've got to get there first, and has done. Vaneri now. Into Ayats. Magahi. Can you drive past your man, son, after coming off the bench? No, Warburton's dealt with it. There's going to be a mistake in this somewhere, isn't there? There's going to be a changeover of possession. There's the changeover in possession. Janssens. Ayats. Vaneri. Into Anselm. If I send a tactic, which chat do I do? There should be a general football manager one that you could send a tactic in. Magahi's in behind. Ah, what a goal! There should be, yeah. There should be like a general. So there's a football manager thing with like a general page. You can send it in there. That is absolutely fine. Or in your FM saves as well if it comes from your FM. So if it comes from one of your saves, either or is absolutely fine. Right. Scott is going to come off for Goldborg. And Bengo's going to come off for Imbaid and Magi, the final changes. Load FM with the raid now. It's been raid central today. Right, we're going to get it correct this time. We're going to type shout out instead of we're gonna shout out there as well. You've raided and we've conceded. It's offside. Never mind. Lino. We're good. Load, how was your stream? If you haven't done what I've done, click the heart at the top of the chat. It should still be up there. Go and give Load a follow. Hope all is good. Yeah, he's miles offside. Lino. But yeah, for those of you, lovely, just watched the Euros game. Really enjoyable match. Well, that's good. How did it end? Was that the Denmark game? Max is here. Max's shot. It's a good save. Yes, 1-1. Has it finished? Is it half time? Is it finished? Corners whipped in. Can Vaneri do anything with it? No. Anselm finds a ball. Jensen's Vaneri! Yeah, it finished 1-1. Eriksson scored. Yeah, I knew that one. But yeah, Slovenia have drawn. That's our group as well, which actually is quite nice for England. In the grand scheme of the European Championships. That's a lovely goal. That's our backup centre-back scoring a goal like that. As we are comfortably beating Leicester. And we're moving up to third in the Premier League, chat. We are third in the league. You can't write it. It's amazing what a season out of Europe did for us in terms of resetting and rebuilding. But yeah. So for those of you that have come in from Loads Raid, if you don't know who I am Sean. We are managing Scunthorpe. This is our 13th season. We started down in the National League North. And we are now in the Premier League fighting. We are 10 points off the title. We would need Man United to have the most monumental bottles. But considering they play Man City next, and they've still got Spurs away, that we might, if they lose every single one of their next 4, and Chelsea lose like a couple of their games as well. City have just battered Bayern 5-0 as well. That's annoying. That's annoyed me. Your creative best. Goldborg is looking a little tired. We will rest the squad again for 4 days. Training, well, no, we'll rest for 3. You come back for the final day before the game. But yeah, so we're up into third. We just had our first season in the Champions League. We got knocked out by Bayern in the last 16 on penalties. And it's annoyed me because we'd have played City in the next round, and we've beaten City on multiple occasions beforehand, and we would have possibly had a good chance of making a Champions League semi-final. Instead, we bottled it on penalties. We won the Carabao Cup. We're into the semi-final of the FA Cup, which we play after this Brentford game. And then we will do the title running, and then we'll say the title run, and we'll do the end of the season running, hopefully, where maybe, just maybe, we might sneak ourselves into a last-minute title race, but somehow I highly doubt it. Simone, is there anybody in National's reserves that's worth having a look at? Lucas Diaz and Lucas Vigo are 2 that are worth having a little look at. The rest of them, nah, not so much. No, not really. But yeah. Leverkusen have lost 4-3 to Porto, and United have lost at home to Real Madrid. I mean, United losing at home to Real Madrid, nice start for the bottle. Nice start for the bottle. We're coming for it. We're going to be the first Premier League team. I'm going to just make certain that's the case now. 7, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 2, 2. Yeah, we'd be the first team to lose with more than 7 games. That Man United title win last season with 7 defeats is the first time in Premier League history a team's won the league with 7 defeats. Just a fun fact for you. The most defeats in real life in a Premier League title winning season is 6 in a 38-game season, I believe. I could be wrong with that, but I'm fairly certain that's true. Lucas Perez, fully scout you. We'll probably give these guys a quick little scout as well, because even though they're under 19, that could just be wrong, but he has got 20 potential on him. Lucas Labandera, yeah, he's 4-star, but he's going to be added to the shortlist. He's 3-star, yeah, so we're not going to keep that. Brentford in the Premier League, away from home at the Brentford Community Stadium. They are 19th. They are looking probably like they're going to go down. We are looking like we are going to be fighting for some form of big honours in terms of either the FA Cup or maybe even the Premier League. I mean, could we win the domestic treble this season? That would be nice. Liverpool are out to clinch promotion back to the Premier League at the first time of asking. Can you go into general and rate your tactic? I can have a look at it. My God, that's an interesting one. That is what I like. I'm gonna show this on stream. Right, chat. Have a little look at that. What are we saying? What are we saying? That is, I mean, I do like the it's asymmetric, which is nice. Marlon will probably drop back. I find narrow tactics don't necessarily do as well this year. That is one thing I will say. Having some form of width in it. I know, like, unless it's like a narrow 3 at the back, like a narrow back 4 doesn't necessarily do as well. That'd be the one thing I will say, but I do like it. I do like it. It's different, that is for sure. That is different for sure. Jack Wynn from Arsenal, nope. They're probably releasing them because they don't have potential. But you never know with some of those, like Brooke Meadley actually, he might have something about him. And the same with like this guy as well from Newcastle, he might have something about him. So you might as well have a little look at that. Is that Gianfi? Are you starting to actually develop now, Kwame? Like, now you're 22. Are you starting to actually develop a little bit? I like my tactics weird. Hey, play your own. As Gav said earlier, play your own game. Play your own game. Enjoy it. That's what FM's about. Right. Man United, Man City is the derby. If Man United lose Man United losing to City is the start of the bottle. We're saying it now. If Man United lose, it's the start of the bottle. If not, it's game over. But we will see as we go into the game. Man City Chase Frakes. Now that would be a transfer for the books. How has it gone? Right. Penarol scouting report. Simone on there. Okay, hello, Lucas. What is it with all these Uruguayans being called Lucas? Like, what is going on with all these Lucases in Uruguay? Fitness test. United have beaten City 1-0 in the derby. Spurs have beaten Arsenal, which is nice. Did Brighton play? No, Brighton did not. So we're actually going to go 2 games in hand, like 2 games clear of Brighton before they next play. Do they play tomorrow on Monday? They play tomorrow against Chelsea. An FS So the game can sometimes do it. Sometimes it can just be a general reset on the game. How it also depends on your PC, your computer, laptop, maybe as well. Like it can be a few different things. But if it's just like an FPS and lag issue, it could come from the fact that if it's actually in game, it could just be like just a quick restart of the game that fixes it. Sometimes it happens. And sometimes it will just resort itself out. If you've got a load of other stuff open on your PC as well, that might be the issue as well. Like sometimes when I've got a load of stuff open on my PC, my game can lag a little bit. But that could be a simple core affinity glitch. If you open your task manager up on your PC, if I can remember where task manager is for me. If you open up task manager, especially if you're on Windows and you've got this, you can go into details on something, and then FMEXE and set affinity and take some of the core processors out from running FM, which gives your processors chance to run other stuff in the background and focus priority onto other areas focus other processors on for FM to hopefully run it a bit smoother and allow your PC to run a bit more smoother as well. That's also another way around it too. Right. Let's go and beat Brentford away from home. We're in our green kit today. Nice. Oh, I love... Southampton have won again. Southampton are up into 6th. Level on points with Brighton. We win, we go back above Spurs. Drivers, but nothing changed. Starting to get very frustrated with it, honestly. I know if my laptop doesn't necessarily, I've got another laptop which I run F on, and it's like an older laptop. Could just be running the game in 3D, might not be, there I run games like that, like the games on that laptop in 2D for the specific reason of the fact that it will the game, the graphics isn't, the graphics card isn't great on it. I do want to get a new PC for FM 25 once I know what the new specs are. It's Reggie McGahey, my guy. So that could be it as well. all stuff like that. But yeah. Right. Oh, who's on this free kick? Is it Joseph? Go on, Joseph. Go on, son. Oh, he's laid it short. Oh, he's hit the post. It was nearly the wonderful short free kick routine. And we've hit the post from it. Oh. Birmingham. He's lost out to Max. Mbeda Magi's driving forward with it. Just run, son. Just run with it. Reggie keeps going on. Driving forward. Finds the cross. It's in towards Cristobal Garrido. He's gone down. Penrith! Relatively new, so I don't think my PC might just be a setting. It could be. I'm not certain what, though, Brodster, if I'm being honest. I'm not certain what. As Cristobal Garrido has missed the penalty. So you're never on.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this either. You're right, Cristobal, you are no longer on pens either. We are running short on penalty takers here. Goldborg, Max, into McGahey, and it's over the bar. Right, penalties. Cristobal offered them. Mbeda Magi will now become our new penalty taker. If we win this, we go on to 69 points. Nice. Just set everything to low. It makes quite literally zero difference. There you go. Gav with the helpful tip. I actually don't know if my settings are like that. I actually don't know what my settings are on. Yeah, the FM match engine doesn't really need high graphics. But if you have it on a higher one, it will set it like there. Butera, oh, he's hit the bar! Oh. And then Mbeda Magi forces set foot into a save. Whilst it's still 1-0, I'm not happy right now. Max with the corner to the edge of the box. McGahey knocks it down. It's cleared away, and Ajax will pick up. If that had gone wrong, he could have been sent off. And speaking of being sent off, we don't want him to be sent off. So Pedro, on you come. Neves is on a 6.4. Neves and Max being this way hasn't really done wonders for Neves' ratings. Cristobal Garrido's on a 6.1 because of that penalty miss. We'll take him off. Salisbury has been in exceptional form recently. And we'll take him off. Right, Setford into the defender. Can we force a mistake? Because the longer this game goes on, whilst they're not, whilst they're still like this, is very quite worrying for me. Geller into Smith into Birmingham. He's missed the sitter. That is a big chance missed for Brentford. That might be their chance. We've created a 2xG. A lot of that is obviously the penalty, but you know we don't wanna be losing, dropping points in a game like this. Bueno, Ozo. There's a mistake. Salisbury, McGahey. Oh, that's a terrible pass. But Mariotti picks it up. Oh, that was a clusterfuck of a highlight. And it didn't result in anything for us. Right, let's make some changes. Reggie is knackered, so I'll bring him off. So is Max, so let's bring Sass off. Let's bring Sass on even. Right, I've encouraged. They're not going to be happy about that. But, like, this is a massive, massive moment for us. If we can hold on to this. Like, if we can hold on to this, then we are on to 69 points. That would pretty much... I'm not saying anything whilst this highlight's on. Right, headed away. They brought their keeper up. Mbeda Magi, just shoot! Just shoot! He's missed it, but it doesn't matter. Just shoot. Because it means the ball's up this end of the pitch. I mean, it's coming forward. I mean, I don't like this now. Why have we had 2 highlights within the space of 30 seconds and we fucking conceded? Of course we have.
Emotional damage.
Of course we have. Of course we've conceded in added time. To 19th place Brentford. Ox Connor, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You're tired. Why are we tired? What have you been doing to make you tired? Come on. Highlight. Highlight. No. That's drop points that's really, really annoying. That's really, really annoying. That is not the that is not the ideal result. We are 10 points clear of Brighton but we've played 2 more games than them. You're in Germany for the Euros, but I'm going to America to the Copa America, and then if we win the final, I'm going to Brazil. That is a lot of traveling. That is a lot of traveling. You're in Germany for the Euros. That would be. I reckon being in Germany right now would be a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll put this behind us. We've got Nottingham Forest at Wembley next. It is FA Cup semi-final time. Young Player of the Year, Salazar Capdeville, and Salinas. Salinas is our player, by the way. Salinas is our player. He's out on loan at Villa. He's developed so fucking well this season. Like, genuinely, I might bring him back and start him as my AM attack next season. Which then means I am dropping one of my incredible free midfielders. Which is just a joke. I'm from Brazil but live in Ireland. Okay. Like, Goldborg is incredible. It might mean, like, I drop Neves. And then, like, Mariotti is, like... Mariotti might become, like, a backup left winger. Or, like, I might loan Mariotti out. Mariotti's we could have such an incredible squad. Like, Salinas is coming back on. Salinas I signed for 1.9 million. And I didn't think he was actually going to develop. But since he's been on loan at Aston Villa, he's actually really fucking developed and play. Is he playing, like, regularly? Where's he playing? Yeah, AMC. He's playing in the role I want him to. Like, in the position I want him to. Just look at his mentals. He's 22 Peruvian. Salazar is also Peruvian, if I think correctly. So, yeah, we've got 2 Peruvian wonder kids here. Like, 21 years of age. He's valued at 71 million. Salinas, if we go back onto him, like, he's valued at 81 million now. Is that in his release? Is that in his thing? No, like, we might reward Salinas with a new deal, like, and stay in here. Like, and then we can probably sell a couple of people anyway. Like, it could be well worth it. I mean, if Brighton lose to Chelsea, that will do us a massive favour. Brighton have battered Chelsea 4-1. Well, congratulations, Man United. So to Germany is 2 hours 35. And Germany to San Francisco is 11 hours 50 minutes. And then San Francisco to Sao Paulo is 14 hours with a collective. Wow. Yeah. That's a lot of traveling. That's a lot of flying. Penarol Reserves doesn't have anybody. You're okay. You will be added to the shortlist. You won't be. Brighton beating Chelsea's a massive shock, but that basically hands Man United the title. That basically hands Man United the title. It means we're only 3 points behind Chelsea and Spurs with a game in hand. The fun thing is if we beat Man United, we'd beat the Premier League champions home and away this season. And to see Endrick being 6, yeah. Caps is fine. Caps is fine. I don't mind. I don't mind caps. Caps have never bothered me. I know it annoys some people, but obviously, like, it's caps lock, yeah. Right, profit and loss. We've lost 121 million this season. Man United we've had a similar loss to Man City, like there, so like it's not the end of the world, right? You're off the shortlist. You're not. I mean, Harry McClelland's. I mean, yeah. And I'm stressed because I'm a 17-year-old. I mean, that is, yeah, that is. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, you're 17, you're living your life. Like, relax. I know that's not the thing you want to put there, but like, this is the time of your life where you massively can enjoy it. It's the summer, traveling around, enjoying life. No, the stresses, being free. I mean, you look incredible as a wonder kid. Bay Heap does not, though. Neither does James Shaw. Why are these guys on my shortlist? Mirasevic will stay on just for now. Benjamin Kamara. He's joining PSG, isn't he? Yeah. Like, he is interested in joining us. Like he is very, very good. But I don't think he's not better than Batera at left back. I don't think mentally maybe and physically, but like I don't know. Like he might be. Yeah, just enjoy yourself. Like that's just, Chuck says, as long as you stay safe and enjoy yourself. Like he's only a 2.5. I mean, how are you only a 2.5-star player? It's mad. But yeah, like if you're enjoying yourself and flying around the world and staying safe, it's the perfect time to do it, really, now. Right. Man United's chance to redeem themselves in the Champions League against Real Madrid. They'll have to do it at the Bernabeu. They got knocked out in extra time. Rip Bozo. Right. And Salman Vaneri named in the team of the week. Capdeville is unable to cut through balls from his passing repertoire. I mean, he has got 12 passing. We'll leave it for the time being. I mean, Owen playing Civ 6. Is it Owen? Is it Owen's turn by any chance? And can you show the scouting method you're using the most? Me, this. My scouting method. Literally, I went to say Argentina. Yeah. I clicked Argentina, I went major clubs, and then I searched by rep rating, and I just scrolled down to basically the end of every 2.5-star rating. I went into their team, I went team reports, get team report, and got a team report on every team. And then basically I'm looking for the next big wonder kids. Like, I'm at that point now where I can start maybe looking to start farming wonder kids in my under 20s. Man City have sacked their manager whilst they're about to head towards a Champions League semi-final. Unless they've been knocked out of the Champions League. No, they've sacked their manager the day of their second leg. That they've just beaten Bayern 5-0 in. Like, yes, your league form is not going great at the moment. Completely understand that. But surely you're about to go into a Champions League semi-final. Who's the favourites for that? That's very Tottenham and Mourinho. It is. Who's actually the favourite for that job? Jack Wilshere's the favourite. Sorry, Jack Andrew Gary Wilshere. He is a very good manager, by the way. Like, his tactical style is Route 1, though. Playing called that you are the antithesis of the current Man City. Like, but interesting. Right, let's see how do you know what I would love if Man City bottle this semi-final now? They lost the second leg 2-1 to Bayern. Man City, PSG, Leverkusen, and Real Madrid, I believe, are the final four. Although Van Persie starring might mean it's Porto in the semi-final. which would be an incredible season. Imagine Porto go on to win the Champions League now. Like, imagine Porto go on and win the Champions League. Simone, anybody in here? No. So yeah, I get team reports and I choose my... With that, I choose the scouting member. I have a scout that's got 20 ability and potential. And so that he's just the one traveling around South America. England should be okay for that, but might not be. But if we finish 4th, it doesn't matter. We are looking like we are going to, considering we are 7 clear. Brighton drew with... Brighton have... Yeah, so Brighton beat Chelsea last time out, which means that they're going to go back to 4. There'll be 4 points with 4 to play, if it's there. The thing is that City, yeah, have dropped off massively in recent weeks. Like, their recent form is shit. They haven't won in their last 5. They've drawn 5-5 away at Ipswich and lost 2-0 at Leicester. Like, they are sackable offences. Their reserves... nobody. Wembley ready for the FA Cup semi-final. The other one is there. I can't remember who it is now. Is it Man United? No. Man United Southampton is the other one. Man United Southampton is the other FA Cup semi-final. We should be okay with ours. It just depends who we play, basically. Man United Southampton, the 5:15 kickoff in the FA Cup semi-final. Are we gonna see an upset? Yes! Yes! Southampton, you beautiful, 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 beautiful club. Oh, hello. Hello. Right. Okay. In before you bottle against Forest. Gav, don't say that. Don't say that, Gav. I had already considered that. I've celebrated now that Southampton are knocked down Man United. But we had this the other year. Where is it? I think it was when we lost to Bournemouth. Was it here? No, it wasn't this one. Was it last season that we lost to Bournemouth? Or was it here? Yeah, we lost to Bournemouth on pens this season. What was it? 2033. So that'd be 32-33. No, okay, so Man United put up to the final. I thought it was a very similar case where Villa knocked United out. And then we lost to United. But yeah. But yeah, we have lost we've lost I think 3 FA Cup semi-finals in the save. So like I'm not our under-18s lost in the semi-final to Bristol City. Talk under-19s. Oh, hello. Belgium call up unlikely. Arsenal beaten Everton to move up into 9th. Newcastle have fallen off a cliff. Look at how tight this is. Man City are now down in 11th. Jesus fucking Christ, because they lost to Villa. My goodness me, they've sacked their manager and they've sacked Marco Rose and they've lost to Villa and the Bayern in the Champions League. Yeah, Terrington's now asking to leave. He's lost trust in that. Like, Man City are falling apart. Maybe this is the year we get Haaland, chat. Sign Haaland as a squad player on like 300 grand a week for a season. But here we go. FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Right, Right, Metin Yildiz starts, Ajax, Capdeville, everything is all good in the hood. Team is ready to go. We submit, we go full strength. Full strength, that's the thing I need to check. Oh, is it my turn on PY? No, it's Chuck's turn. So Owen's just probably played his turn. Yes, he has. Right. Nottingham Forest got promoted to the Championship this season. They have a Gav. They have a Gav. He's Welsh as well. A Gavin Smith. But we are in our green kit. And there's a highlight inside the second minute. Max has won it. Mbeda Magi. Max. Garrido. Oh, he's hit the bar. That was nearly the perfect start. But Southampton beating United makes my life very, very happy. Especially if we can beat Forest here. Dorrington. He's played it out. We've won the header. João Neves! Got Lotso! You love to see it. Batera into João Neves. Batera once more. Garrido holds it up. He finds Reggie McGahey. He drills it in. Scunthorpe are already cruising towards an FA Cup final. Oh, yeah. This will be our first ever FA Cup final, by the way, chat. Which probably means one thing. I'm deciding whether I full match it, but I probably will. Mbeda Magi's corner. It's stuck back stick. Martin hits the post. Poor, I would say poor Forest, but when we was in League One, we had Man City field a full strength team against us in a semi-final and batter us 4-0. So, you know, I'm not too I mean, that's a pen ref. I'm not too feeling bad. This is now just what goes around comes around when the bullied becomes the bully. And that is a penalty. Right, I am doing one thing. I am taking Cristobal Garrido off of it. Mr. Mbeda Magi comes onto it. The £250 million man is on the penalty. This one player here probably cost more than Forest's entire starting 11. And he's drilled in the third. And Wembley has become a happy place for us this season. Winning the Carabao Cup final here. Mbeda Magi now has 4 goals in 2 Wembley appearances this season. And we're looking for a 4th before half-time. Goldborg, Mbeda Magi, João Neves! I also remember when I did my Glory Hunter in FM22, where I fielded Haaland, Mbappe, and Immobile up front against a League One side in the Carabao Cup because I needed to win it. So Gav, about him before I bottle it against Forest. Do you want to make any comment? Ajax, Neves, Ajax, Goldborg. There's still time. Fair enough. Mbeda Magi, Garrido, Reggie McGahey's in behind. He squares it and João Neves has a hat-trick. It's Scunthorpe 5, Nottingham Forest 0 in the FA Cup semi-final. It's not a happy place for Nottingham Forest. It's a delightful place for Scunthorpe to be right now. We are loving life. Although Romsas is coming forward. Can Forest finally have a shot on goal? They've pulled it in, and Metin Yildiz keeps his clean sheet. Right, we'll make some subs. Right, the fullbacks are not playing the best, so they'll come off. João Neves will get a standing ovation. We'll get Mariotti some minutes as well. This is your chance to add to the scoreline. They're going to probably would prefer to stay on the bench. Yeah. Look, We need to rotate play, give you some minutes in your legs as well. Like, don't start getting moany and grumpy with me, yeah? Like, we're not having this. 15 minutes to go. We'll make our final 3 changes. They might be struggling to meet the pace of the match or whatever, but Thas will come on, and Mbeda Magi will get a standing ovation, and on will come Azier Bengo Chea. I mean, this has been the nicest FA Cup semi-final we could have asked for. Just a simple progression. It's 3xG, comfortable. Nottingham Forest have a corner, headed away. Do you think I should simulate the Dortmund save or play in the games? That is entirely your decision. And how quickly you want to progress and go through the save, or if you want to play and manage the games itself. I like to play and manage the games myself as much as possible. As Reggie McGahey's cross, it's found Garrido eventually. He's then been dispossessed, but Martin wins the header. Goldborg, will it be 6 on the day? No, it's saved by the keeper. Hi, BC Bears. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I am doing good. We have just adds BRB in 10 seconds. No worries. We are now FA Cup finalists as well. Carabao Cup final, FA Cup final, domestic double is potentially on. But that has been quite the journey. Back, how are you? We are good. We've just reached the FA Cup final. Against Nottingham Forest. We absolutely dominated. João Neves with a hat-trick at Wembley. But yeah, so we meet the expectations. We aren't as good as... Don't kid yourself, mate. Obviously, now we will play Southampton in the FA Cup final. So let's just do this. Match review. Community outreach, recovery. There we go. But I know you've just joined there. You're going to sim it. Why not? I hope it goes well for you. But there's about half an hour to the England game. I need some food. We get into the FA Cup final. Seems to be the perfect place to end it. But now, for us, this is where it stands. We are 7 points clear. We'll sim through actually just to see if we are 7 points clear, because I'm fairly certain Brighton played at the same time as us. They did and won 5-1, so we're 4 points clear. We are 4 points clear in 4th. We're 4 games to go. Out of the Champions League, unfortunately, Bayern just edged us on penalties, and we are into the FA Cup final. So now let's go and pass you over to somebody who is live for the end for the next little bit before we probably all go and watch the England game. We're gonna go to Flips. How long has he been live for? I should probably mute. Should probably mute Twitch. How long have you been live for, Flips? An hour and 16. Perfect. We're gonna go and say hi to you. We're gonna raid Total Flips. He's doing a youth to It is like that, isn't it? He's doing a Stade Rennais youth to gold. Rennais in this save have done absolute wonders with some of the new gens they've produced. But Scunthorpe are FA Cup finalists. I'll release the stream schedule shortly after the England game, because that's when I'll make it. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Can't click leave fast enough. Why not? Why? Mate, we'll see. But yeah, he's doing a Stade Rennais youth to glory. And we will be there. Go and say hi to Flips. And I will see you all in the next one. We're back, and we will have an FA Cup final to play. Have a good evening, and up the England against Serbia. Is football coming home? The FA Cup might well be. Bye for now.